It could also be
hello, how we doing?
I want to circle back to these teams because I feel like unlike some of the previous matchups like Rare Atom versus any questions versus DRG, I feel like these two teams have such similar playstyles and similar
Dude, how do I always lose these guys?
Players. For example, Satoshi and Achman here, both flexible, both playing roles that just suit their playstyle in general, and are perfect follow-ups as well for the primary duelists as well.
Yeah, I
and
think we're good.
They're both online. They're both the mischief makers, so that Spirits
Hey,
wants
big day, chat, big day. Finals ready for China. They always do this stuff early.
It's so like just close, right?
David, hello mate. Appreciate the prime, bro. Thank you for the 28 months.
Almost single-digit numbers between them in every single stats department.
Think we'll get more combo agents
so
in the future? Yeah,
really
I think so.
interests me about Ackerman.
They like doing that stuff.
That agent pool, right? We'll obviously get into it as these maps, as we start to see them play out. But he's been playing Clove a lot. Looks actually like possibly one of the best Cloves.
Wait, did they upgrade their quality? I feel like the Project Horizon stream looks pretty good.
For instance, on Haven, which is a map that we saw yesterday, then
we could just try to stick with their stuff.
We've got to see a that's
this is because it's in a smaller screen. It looks pretty good.
See a better performance coming out of Ackerman on that duelist role, on that follow-up, because we know it's where he has been so successful in the past. But the walkout's coming back through. The crowd has returned to the VCTCN arena in Shanghai.
It looks good. Maybe once we get into full screen, I can see if the minimap's looking alright.
It's Rare Atom versus DRG and
Hesse05, thank you so much as well, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you with the 21 months, and we got lost as well with the tier 1. Thank you for doing that, bro.
Incredible.
Absolutely, and I mean a comfortable environment for Dragon Ranger Gaming. Played here almost all of last season.
We've all gathered here to see Rare Atom lose another one. Surely not, dude.
But here we go, players one
at this point though, I feel like if you're VCT China, Rare Atom have to get in next year. Like 2027, everyone reevaluates, new orgs can get invited, orgs can get dropped. Mate, they got to finals 3 times in a row. They built teams that could get to finals 3 times in a row.
Alongside Vukushu, who was in this team, the only 2, by the way, that were in that 2023.
Yeah, have to. Yeah, they literally have to, right? Otherwise, it's just like.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that game is you look at that 2023 Rare Atom squad and you're like, hang on, there's Viva and Martin and people that are currently
DRG are champs. Yeah, they were champs. Are they the favorites here?
DRG
on paper,
champions to get
I would say on paper, but in reality, I'm not sure they are.
Are coming in to this moment, and Spiritsy won as we see him walk out here.
He'll be very close.
So damn good at Valorant.
Out of Hyo as well.
Ridiculous. The shots
I think it's Ash as well. It's Ash, yeah.
Sometimes fairly ill-advised gunfights and just wins. He's been hitting some of the most ridiculous shots I think I've seen all year, and it's been in this tournament. And then flexing to bring out the rear as well. The IGL, the captain, is just doing some incredible work.
Imagine they lose today, make it to stage 2 playoffs next year, and then win champs. Talk about Rare Atom. That would be the craziest. Dude, if they did that, the format would have to stay the same.
For this squad, and he's doing the call.
That would actually be the craziest run.
Well. So the coach Nathan Lee behind him, this DRG squad, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, absolutely. But boy, oh boy, do they have a team
Prodigy, hello as well.
with organizational just tenacity behind them, right? We talked about the head-to-head, the one that could combat.
What's for breakfast? I don't know. I don't think that far ahead, man.
The operator on the attack, the defense, any map on this yard, it does not matter. They will be a threat that you have to flush out no matter what. They will be a threat in the server.
You're forced on the Pacific Ascension format. Which one, man? We got different formats to different regions. I don't think the EMEA one's great. Let's say that much.
And then Satoshi, like we've been saying, he's that counterpart to Ackerman on the other side of the stage, and he's been putting up incredible numbers throughout this tournament as well. This guy,
Satoshi,
he's just
damn. This guy made Bitcoin, and then on the side he's just out here qualifying for VCT. I respect this
one.
This
is the first time this team are playing
Hokey Cokey Man with the prime. Thanks so much for the 14 months as well.
Because even players like Midnight, who has been a big
who do I think will win?
Player and a big impact player.
I haven't seen Rare Atom, man, so I don't really know.
They've not played in front of the crowd. They've not played in a best of 5. This is all a step up for this squad from what we've seen so far.
Well, if anybody is experienced in best of fives, it is.
Have you been following any of the Ascension
right?
tournaments? Not really. We watched yesterday. I watched an MV game. That's about it. We watched some of the lead up to some of the EMEA stuff.
China, but Nono's another one of those sleeper agents, very, very similar to Flexen.
Rare Atom and lost the map. Yeah, they must be favorites.
Possible multi kills and clutches. And Guron, I feel like for a scan initiator, has some insane stats alongside just providing that pivotal information that his team needs. That Midnight needs to call around. So I've been super, super impressed by his ability as well to not get overwhelmed with his role and still have that individual level performance.
Gonna watch APAC lower final and grand finals? Yeah, for sure. Might be doing most of the playoffs as well, to be honest. We'll just see how rough it is for the times.
Let's just set the stakes again, because it's a best of 5. This is the grand final of China Ascension.
Right now.
The loser here goes home with nothing. Essentially, the winner is going to play in the Tier 1 VCT circuit for the whole of 2026. The next time we see them on a VCT stage is going to be that triple
NA teams look good.
Shenanigans that we get to
experience. I've only watched so much from Americas.
We are getting ready to see the map veto here as well, and there's so many questions that we had about what maps do Rare Atom ban. Abyss seems like a gimme, but do they go for the bind instead? We get an Ascent ban straight away.
Ban Ascent, but they ban Abyss normally, right?
Is our first
Wait, wasn't it Sunset they were perma banning?
Interesting.
Or was it Abyss? Oh no, it was
Very,
Abyss.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I am agreeing with it being interesting. We were thinking it would be a corrode ban, if any. Ascent to me is so interesting because I feel like that was one of the maps that DRG really, really struggled on. Even though it was a close overtime affair against any questions in that upper bracket semifinals that sent them
These
to
two
the
haven't even faced
it
each
looked
other. So
shaky.
we
Some
can't
of
even
their
get
star players like Spirit Z1 were getting absolutely bodied, but clearly they have fears about that map and their own confidence on it. I am curious about Rare Atom
pick is an insane advantage.
Guaranteeing it here instead
especially
of
when they
it
change
as
the
a
map so
or
much.
Map 5, floating it
Honestly,
like
it didn't
they have
used to be.
historically in the best of 3s.
If you go back to
like
2023, 2022, when they're changing maps like one time a year,
and they're not scared of not having that material.
The double map ban doesn't really matter. If you got to a finals, you should really.
Yeah, Corrode is a very
really have the 7-map pool. Maybe worst case, you got a perma ban.
No, some of these maps we just haven't.
That's only one map that you're down.
Rare Atom on, but we have seen
like both of the finals
very close
recently.
Around though, and they've second banned it twice.
That's I mean Toronto
is certainly
Fnatic were a double. Well, basically 2 maps down in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, but
they got close on those maps, but
top 3 maps of the Lotus and the Sunset in the pool, but those are also
they won double pistol on those maps and still lost.
Top 2 maps. So
and then
this is what we were saying earlier about these map pools for both of these.
It kind of happened again, I guess.
They match up so incredibly well. That's why this game should be as tight as we hope it is.
They got it close because of the pistols, yeah.
These teams have the exact same map pool. They've both been impressing. Obviously, we know the caliber of DRG. We know what they can do. They made it to champions.
Nongxin put Danby back on duelist.
They've just got one.
He was playing like Deadlock and stuff, right? I think I saw.
Failed to win out last time.
Okay, we might switch over to the other stream, but honestly, the quality is looking kind of nice on this. The minimap looks like it's in 1080p, then we're fine.
Into Corrode here. Ackerman is on that neon like we know him to be. Spirit Z1, the ever persistent Yoru, but a Gecko coming out from Nick. And on the other side, we've got a Chamber from Satoshi. Those are the sort of agents that I've got my eye on.
A little bit of a composition swap as well, if I'm not mistaken, on the side of Rare Atom, actually, as well. Away from that double controller, Midnight's usually on the
about
Viper.
The Ascension one? Okay,
so playing the double initiator as well with the Fade is peculiar to say the least, especially because it's double kind of scan.
Chamber your double scan.
Flash follow-up. I think it is because they do have that really strong Yoru pick with G, but I also think it's going to give them a lot of flexibility and more so like, okay, if one of them does fall early, then they still are going to kind of have that backup, that support. And I mentioned how
double
Guren
scanning
is a
before
little
it
bit
gets
of a fragger in
nerfed.
the server despite being on an initiator role. So I am hoping that it will kind of just embolden him to take some more fights, and that'll be something that they can lean into so that G doesn't have to uplift this entire team in the kill department.
Yeah, I will just say that I think Viper is possibly one of my favorite agents on this map. She's very, very strong, but not seeing her here. This DRG comp, however,
let's see, man.
From what we
Yeah,
saw
the mini
in
map's
stage
fine.
2 playoffs.
We can keep on this.
Backman Falls early, no longer on the clove here, but the Neon
Bro.
himself. And Satoshi's found a second.
That's how he starts off.
The headhunter
6 bullets.
from this chamber
Got
is
4 more.
so deadly in pistol rounds. It's been perfect.
God, they wrecked him with a 3-person stack as well. What was this read, man?
Through. He's found the first, but still 4 players left in front of him. 20 points of health to his name.
Little fake re-wrap. We're finally taking the dive, and unfortunately,
I've seen
way up on
enough,
his
man.
little high-low, and
I've
even
seen
G ready
enough.
to
They're all
pop and swing and
beasts.
get the trade. Not much you're gonna be able to find there to salvage the pistol round, and that's the
Bro,
exact
chamber.
dynamic that we're gonna be looking
Yeah, give me the
forward to,
chamber
right?
POV.
Satoshi
Yeah.
setting up G for success.
Such a
Whether
nice
it's on
off
the
angle.
Turles, whether it's on the chamber, you know, feigning out the presence here with the headhunter, so that he can swing from this cheeky little corner. Either way, very, very clean side hold there over towards the B side.
One
but it's
round in a
pistol,
best of 5 is
so
seen
it
enough.
doesn't define
Dude,
it
did you
too
see
much
this
other
round?
than this really
It's a nice
strong
round, man.
second round.
Strong aim.
The outlaw for Satoshi, characteristic of a chamber, the rest to complement it as
Like, this
well.
stuff's gonna be happening
Here to
all
see
the time,
DRG
though.
Still kind of going for this early
Once we
challenge
see,
towards Satoshi, and I feel like that just
Veto
moves us
come
into
in,
the farming zone,
Like
unless the spy
Veto
can force
chamber
off the
here.
angle.
Put the Veto thing behind the corner.
This is
Chamber
it.
off angle.
Forces him away from this.
As you hear some
cover
Veto
as well
rocket.
from flexing means that
He ain't getting pushed off that
not
angle.
much that Satoshi can do in that spot.
Gonna
Since a
dry
couple pot
peek
shots
it
through the
with an
smoke
op.
and teleports away, but DRG have decided they
I'm
don't
not
want
looking
any
forward
of
to
that
that
B site
meta.
either. Located the weaker side of the map here, A does have less presence and players, but Shay with this guard.
Do I like the rare atom comp? For sure.
able to get
I think
something
double
done.
scan's really strong on this map.
DRG group up.
Now,
You,
one
you got to
flash.
frag though. The chamber's got to
He's still
frag out.
active for the time being. There you go.
It's always
Don't
the
want to
case
give that
with
weapon
chamber.
over alongside the site. Also have Midnight to play off of, who has relinquished his hold mid because Wuren was able to rotate back over. Now it's just spray through the dark cover, try to anchor this site, deny them that yard space. Paranoid to force the issue, but it's a spray
Dude,
down
every
from
single
yard,
time they've
no
just hit
visibility,
site
no
with just
nothing
5
until they
people and
finally
it's
get
just
to
everyone
elbow.
there.
That's where G is able to shine,
Oh
and the
boy.
rest of the reinforcements that rotate over clean up the rest.
I will say this is
Yeah, I
like
like the idea from DRG. You spot the
this is their pick in a
stronger
best of
side,
5
but
where they had
just
double map
didn't
bans.
really
This is the
have
map
the
that they
emphasis
should be
to have the,
owning.
I guess, utility or guns as well to force themselves through that choke point there, which means that Rare Atom, they just get to clean up with the better weapons. And with the fights being taken dry, there's not much that DRG can do in that spot. Now they've got the guns and the weaponry.
Do you see Vukashu though without a weapon? That's peculiar.
This is so Vukashu, honestly. he's been having some of the strangest economy I
Deep
think I've ever
smoke,
seen
fade eye on the
throughout
top.
this game. He likes to go for
This
some
camera is
rifle,
strong.
no shield
This
buys,
with a Cypher
when it's
default.
working and
I can't
that
remember,
risk
was it like
pays off,
G2
looks
that tried to
incredible,
Cypher
but
for a
when
little
things
bit?
start to
But I
fail,
didn't
it
like
does
their
look a little
default on
bit
attack.
silly.
This default on attack's kind of nice.
very
Camera
least,
goes here. You can
now
hold
gonna
this
have a
angle
gun
the whole
up
time. It
because
beats anyone that
Fritzy
swings in
Wonders
towards this
fallen out of the
area.
opening pick.
And you know that you can force through the smoke if you need to, and you only have to be aiming like this area.
Thus far. This round makes sense.
But
if
why
you have
does
the
it
better
just feel
weapons,
like
don't spread
Rare
yourself
Atom
thin and
just
let
have
this bonus
sick
piece you apart.
aimers, man?
And this time it feels like Rare Atom's, for the most part, going to respect it. They're wary of this kind of link push out. Obviously, that's where we
Lose
saw
A
Gudrun and
control.
Nuno come from in the
Already have
previous
mid
round.
control.
For now, they're just
Drone
waiting for the
deep to
entire
see if
team,
anyone's
including Satoshi, to
lurking.
rotate over
That you can
before
focus
execing
over towards
all
site.
together, waiting for this go button.
Fade eye clears this corner.
Ackerman's trying to play ahead of this though, but he's been flashed out for Kashoot. There with a trade and flexing as well. They're just locking
Still
things
though,
down on the push towards
I didn't mind what
site.
Rare Atom did on this one.
DRG clean things
DRG
up.
would take
If you
this
ignore
though,
that
4 people
opening
surviving.
kick, get through everything else in a flawless fashion.
I really liked the buddy system that they had set up there. 2 to handle yard and link, 2 to handle that backside crane position, right? And his players have really strong just appeasal utility. Relay bolt from the Neon, from Achman, you know, Paranoia sees there over towards Link, and just the tag team as well between Flexin was really, really nice too. So very, very well done.
DRG
in
down
that
to
regard,
Ascension
especially
again.
if there was
Yeah.
a key player like Spirit Z1.
Zilai
That's the benefit of the double duels. You
did
lose
better
one
than them
spear,
in
you
champs.
sharpen the other.
Yeah, this is where Pomp really.
That's why the whole
on the
why the whole
attacking side,
Vukashu Demon 1 thing was
the
like
area of
crazy.
weakness perhaps you'd expect would be the Gecko.
Komodo
Actually is
element.
the sole initiator for this squad, but right now DRG
Again, imagine
looking like they're
chamber
in
like
the
an
worst
op
position,
here.
Spirit.
with the Vitor orb
Yeah, he
here.
absolutely has. Even
no
with that
util's
death in
gonna
the
hit him.
previous. He's just going in towards this site. The Dizzy over the top is able to get the kill onto Jay, but Guran Odin
I mean, this guy's in
in
trouble,
the
right?
site has been able to take things down. Ackerman as well falling to no. It's isolated. These 1v1s being taken now. Nick through the smoke gets that one, and Fukashi.
Nice. I was gonna say this Omen needs to leave. This the fact he's sticking around scared me a little bit. Push behind. They break the trip. They create the pressure early. Now does the chamber bait honestly, the Fade should kind of bait the chamber. They might play this well.
Now with the trip destroyed, they know that these
but they showed the util and then the chamber pops fast. Not sure they should have done that. Yeah, I think so. This situation here, right? 3 on site. You got a little bit of pressure here, and then there's 2 other avenues. You're pushing behind. There's a trip here, so they know that one's here. To show 2 instant doesn't really make sense. Like this situation where you have 2 on the flank, it's like relatively rare. You should always just let the one play. Then this guy should wait like 2 seconds and then play.
Not quite on the same page, and
is the one at spawn is making sound. Like they actually had a pretty good situation, but they just showed too early.
Perfect advantage there. You're on land now. You don't have that Pika's advantage like we might have seen earlier on in the season. Obviously,
that's like one of those rare situations where you should be baiting.
Still a couple things to iron out for Rare Atom, and the coach is not particularly happy with the way that round panned out either, and they want to iron out any problems.
Letting him take too much space for free with a double TP comp, probably.
Than you'd expect, and here after just 4 rounds, we see the first one coming through. And honestly, I don't actually mind it though. Like I think you've got some issues to iron out.
Enough prodigy, yeah. For DRG or
this is your first pick. Like you've got to be winning here, realistically.
I think if that round demonstrated anything, it's that the on-site fights feel a little bit disconnected, right? It feels like they're not supporting each other on the site holds themselves, right? For example, Ji was kind of caught off guard alone. There was some, I think, coordination between Guran and Nono, but again, that box is that geometry on the B side, a little rough around the edges, and we still saw Akman able to isolate it and get that struggle back in the favor of DRG. So I think that's something that they're going to be riding them on, is how these actual site holds are conducted. Otherwise, I think the rotations, the ideas have been on point to that regard. I think they're doing a good job not giving early engagements over to DRG, because that's what they look for with this kind of solo initiator being not as strong as like with a Gecko pick. But again, so you see these early starts with really early util. And this is why we saw the eco go the way different Fukushu. 5th round op.
Got hearing that up, you gotta be tempted at 3 here.
Them into it so that Flexing can clean up the rest.
That's a really nice idea. Jay gets caught.
Like the setup after the timeout though. Like if they didn't push here, they've kind of got everywhere on lock. Early info, 3 mids, Bucky on B.
Like
if they didn't actually push and try to get a kill off the recon, then they would have done alright.
That means the Bucky is.
They should have just done the recon info, tried to get a kill through the smoke, then chilled. The whole setup was good.
Range engagements, and Satoshi has the headhunter. This could be the chance and opportunity.
Dude, this guy's great.
Though, but still finds the kill onto Flexin. Quick rendezvous away, and he gets out with his life. 40 seconds still on the clock. DRG have plenty of time to try and work this, but the headhunter is doing the work, and he's got his ultimate online.
Dude, he had a trip down as well. He could have tripped before this.
Trying to buy time for the flank of Nono to come on through. He'll be able to grab an upgrade.
Oh, what a weird round. They start running at one point.
They're heading back in
yeah, he's had him already.
Right,
worst position for Bucky ever.
And he's got a classic up behind him. He might be able to try and find something. The shot's going wide, but Vikashu falling. Spiritsy 1, low HP. Just 6 points of health to his name. There's only 10 seconds. They got to beeline to the B site. Wingman planting the spike, though. Crash now online, like you said, Sobi. Could be the win condition. And Satoshi still hasn't been able to pick up an upgrade. He's only
double
got
smokes.
the tour de force here in a Sheriff.
Smoke top site TP out.
This one is tight. This one is close as they creep in through from Trax and Arch. Smoke coming on out to create the one-way.
Smoke top site and TP out.
That's information given over. Spiritsy 1 as well on his low health. Oh, yeah. They're just having to clear every single angle. There's the thrash. No, it's caught by the Titane. Nick.
They played it pretty well, DRG.
Take the lead.
Man, this was a nice round from
Wow,
Satoshi
if
though.
they hadn't been managing this ult economy to a T, if the Thrash did not come online when it did, this round would have gone a very different way, trending towards a rare Adam Thrifty. I mean, when are we going to learn not to underestimate Satoshi? Clearly not after the first kill, because they still didn't use utility to flush him out on these angles over towards A. And I thought they were maybe going to continue refighting into A and into the tour de force that was now popped, but I liked the call to re-rotate. I also really liked how Nono played that, right? Gets one, doesn't overstay his welcome, gets the upgrade, and plays the 2v2. But again,
hey, big buy rounds. Odin off.
Thrash to get the finisher, and they keep
3
things
phantoms
in the lead, deny the momentum of the timeout. But now, once again, you've located Satoshi. How do you handle him? And this time with an operator.
Yeah, Vukashi's operator not long for this world, but Midnight, that is a risky fight to take. The smoke drops and he's caught in the side.
Wow.
Spiritsy one in. Vukashu as well. A kill onto Satoshi. He's been dealt with. Guran though with this Odin.
Big Joe.
He's taken down Flexin and taken down Wingman as well. The spike now in the middle of the site. But Spiritsy one fighting, continuing to stay alive. And Jay, last player here. 1 on 3.
Dude, I can't believe
on the spike. Clone coming
this way it is over.
Fake side.
That's
madness.
madness.
Vukashi's pushing forward with the spike.
Madness from Vukashi. He was so sure. So sure that he was just going wrap around the site. Jesus, it's close rounds, man.
Crab walk clutch, knowing, expecting Zhu to be holding
Back to back.
the spike line of sight. And he reads him like a book and says, you ain't getting away with that on my watch. But this just felt like unfortunate timings there a little bit for the side of DRG.
Dude, how did the Dizzy get away with this?
I did like the backline threat as well from Spirit.
Someone's gonna shoot that Dizzy, man.
Could not keep wraps on his timings, and the rest
Can't
of
be
the
losing
team
B like
played off of
that.
it
Can't be losing B like
perfectly,
that with 3
despite
there.
those kills that Guren was able to find. So again, even though there's some slight mistakes, they keep wraps on most. They re-accelerate back up, but it looks like RA going for a little bit of pace change. You're getting a little bit more aggressive this time around. Duo pushing A main. Satoshi going for a little bit deeper of a line instead of holding the choke here. I hope this goes up in their favor in the early round.
This is a new patch? No, not yet.
Satoshi again. This time he's being cleared with the U-cell. But no
Learned a
lesson from from previous pistol rounds or anti-eco rounds, I suppose. DRG. After showing that presence on B, that immediately turned tail, heading towards the A site, and it's just Midnight over here. This is the correct read.
Little gamble stack, especially on an eco, especially after they showed presence to flush Satoshi out of B main. I like the re-exploration efforts we're about to see. I'm expecting a paranoia to come through, but it's unfortunate that it's Spirit Z1 that's here. I was hoping maybe that a gate crush was on.
They didn't want to go for it? Dude, they might have owned it though.
Does devolve, but
that's unlucky.
yeah.
Wait, no, they have owned it.
But they didn't have any information on it, so
boy.
I don't quite know.
They were gonna go for a push.
Perhaps
decided against it, stick with the stack, and now
potentially overcooking
the shame this guy shouldn't do this.
Zobi. As
Damn,
well,
bro.
the mosh pit in towards the corner. Yeah, Jay
no
is
way.
dead.
He tried to TP out, but it broke the TP.
And the headhunter coming in time, and Flexin has this ultimate. He can just TP over, but even still, time ticking low. He will be able to survive. Midnight running over his court, and this one
480p. Yeah, I think as it's gone on, it's got a little bit
it
worse.
looks potentially a bit dangerous.
I could try sync up the
They've solidified
Chinese
themselves
stream.
a 3 versus 2. This outlaw up close should be the closer, and it is with 2.
How many outlaw kills does Vukashi get?
Both and 3 in the round.
Yeah. Now that we got to see how the A plan panned out from the shadows, the play makes so much more sense here, right? We're like, they don't have enough information, it feels like, to commit fully to this B site. Well, that was never the intention. It was to simultaneously commit to both, see which one was the gamble stack site, and then you had that get out of jail free card coming in from Flexin. So
see, this doesn't
really
look that much better quality.
Anti-eco out of Dragon Ranger Gaming. Yeah, it got dicey in terms of the B fights that they overcommitted on, but again, that's where they knew that that's where they knew that the lurk from Vukushu would be able to wrap up the remaining, the stragglers, and keep things strong, keep things on to 5. But this round is everything for Rare Adam. Another buy, ults online that they're already looking to invest for early round information. If they lose,
I need to pause this, bro. I went too slow.
Vukashi's been able to take down Guran as well. Guardian, a tricky weapon to wield at the best of times, and Ash is able to come out ahead of it. And Midnight, that's a risky fight to take, but even while jumping, has been able to take things down. Now 3 versus 3.
On Dash, Nini, thanks so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you for that.
We've seen high action here.
Chat, is this even better quality, or is this the same quality than what we're watching?
Paranoia, though, is perfect. Nick on the yard. Finds a double. Now Midnight's left in a 1 versus 2 after the pistol round. It looked like Rare Atom would have a better run of things here, but 5 in a row, and DRG looking to make it 6.
A very bloody mid-fight there.
Feels like it's the same, yeah. I'm thinking it's the same as well, mate.
Nick, that double kill was huge to give an advantage here, right? Especially because Spirit Z1 had TP'd into elbow, didn't have too much to do to help the team there. Midnight, though, this isn't over just yet unless Nick hits that shot, and I'm surprised. I feel like he's not the one to be standing up on stage, celebrating to this degree. It's usually your dyed-hair duo over there, but that just shows the confidence this team has right now coming into the Grands, even with this being
this would be a really rough start for Rare Atom, though. Like
yeah,
this should be the map that they have the best chance
at.
Of
picking this corrode, and the danger.
And they won pistol. They haven't won a buy round since.
The danger as well.
And they had double map ban.
Entire matchup, the map pool's so similar, but we have to remember that this is DRG attacking on Abyss, and so far in Ascension we've seen 50 rounds on this map, if you're not including today, which isn't a lot, but 60% of those have been won by the attack. So there's a very clear trend there of the attack being favoured. Rare Atom, if they go into the half with a 10-2, that's still fairly cooked, but it's not like this is the end of the world.
Speak Chinese. He's been taking lessons, right?
An 8-4, maybe a 7-5 if they're lucky.
Been taking lessons for like quite a bit. He must be
really good showing on the second half.
Not saying fluent or anything, but he must be pretty decent.
It's not completely bad news, but after another 4 rounds and problems not being fixed, the coaches call that second timeout. And this one needs to find value, needs to find success, because they've used up both of them in just the first half.
But I think this is a great time
grind
to
all year
just
to face a champs team.
Right, Corrode just in generality right now is attack sided.
Yeah.
But also, they made a huge composition shift to
yeah, it's not that
incrementally weakened the defense. You think about
it's
that
a rough outcome.
You think about that poison orb that's so good as a pseudo sentinel side anchor, and that is just nowhere. And we're seeing that the inability to just bunker down against a gecko pick, against the double duelist pick, and that's exactly what we're seeing this team lean into once again. The early A pop just to try and overwhelm this utility, and it looks like Rare Atom is okay with that. A big switch up here, looking like they wanted to commit more heavily to the mid fight. It's where they got an early advantage, if you remember, in the last round. And I thought we were going to develop it into a
fourth time will be the
play, but no, it's the mass rotation back to reinforce.
There's still a good chance. This map's looking rough, man, but
again, DRG is just so good at trying to get these players to overcommit utility, and then they just dip.
Nemesis, we're speaking about it today. We might check it out tomorrow. We'll see.
Stay as an insert in that cubby, where you can see the attack DRG, they're pinging it on the minimap, they're aware of this. But instead, he's rejoined the team on B, and Midnight goes for the exploration out of B main, and
we'll say DRG are playing the map well, though.
Just an insert. He
like they're very chill every single time. They explore everywhere. They create pressure everywhere.
I guess still raising suspicions as DRG looking to creep their way up mid.
Satoshi here, the only A-side threat.
Oh, they're not looking.
A bit of a missed call here. Ooh, nice paranoia. The counter keeps them at bay. Achman falls solo main
the one on B main goes really early.
Maybe the idea to fight into spawn comes through for Vukushu. I don't know how
Sky goes over towards A. Chamber can win the round right now. 15 seconds.
Like they're fighting into Satoshi. But yeah, look at the time.
Ooh. It's so low, but they do have the time. If Satoshi's able to come up big there, then potentially a different story in this round.
There's a bunch of aimers here,
DRG continuing to just pile on the pressure here on Corrode. This is the way that this series is starting. This is, you'd think after Rare Atom, they ban 2 maps, pick 1. This should be their best map here, but Toshi caught in that corner and things continuing to go the way of DRG, who, to be fair, did pick to start on the attack, and you can very much see why.
Yeah. That round, though, very scrappy success for Dragon Ranger Gaming, but I think I'll counter you there. Sometimes you just want to get the worst map out of the way, and that could be what this was for Rare Atom. We thought this would be the ban over bind, but Time being, like mentioned, backside still to come. A few more rounds here, another bide to maybe kickstart the system.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
Though, right? Don't underestimate Satoshi. Midnight unfortunately caught in the crosshairs of the escape for Satoshi. Finally a successful ace.
Dude, Flexin is the one did so well.
They leave the gecko of all players.
Super on top of it. What the?
That's fairly unreasonable there from Vikashi, just to kill through the
Prince, thanks so much for the 2-1, bro. Appreciate the 2 months.
Player being found in mid, they're calling the rotation.
Vikashi's always good for a one smoke kill. It's like outrageous in a game.
You get the player mid,
I say a game. It's actually every map.
Every time they call the rotates too, it's immediate. Okay, who are we having lurk?
Dude, DRG were pretty prepped with this, man. Like Flexin here, obviously they got double TP agents, right? So you know they're probably gonna have 1 TP or like early info on the signs. He did very good on this. Considered the fact that he would beard off angle, had the flash in hand if he did spot with the jump spot.
They call for the save.
Just game sense. I mean, it's you talk about the TP kill, this kill. I mean, yeah. I mean, this guy's shot to be fair, but
now go on the hunt. Try to stop these
but it's still impressive on the sides, like how aware the Omen is.
Very least they find the kill onto Vikashi, but
Matter with the tier 1 as well. Thanks so much for the 2 months, bro. Appreciate you doing that.
Vikashi's still got in the bank. He's got 4k credits. And yeah, they're just going to feed more to the beast. But look at Nick's money. 8,700. They're not going to care in this situation. They've even been able to take a rifle out of the hands as well.
Mate, they haven't got any buy round.
Despite everybody falling, DRG should be good for probably the rest of the half here in terms of the economy. They can just feed players into the Lion's Den to try and just do as much damage as possible. And one player falls in that spot. That's actually so good for DRG even still.
Yeah, I think the first kill gave from the shadows to Noto.
I don't mind the rare atom comp, to be honest with you.
Like you mentioned, from an
even if they
die money perspective.
I think
so coming into this
with the changes, obviously you wouldn't change it, but I think you could get rid of this and put a veto in. That would also get rid of this and put a Viper in. I think for this patch, it's not bad at all.
No contact made. This is just DRG's default, right?
I would have just gone back to having B control the whole time. Like the chamber over towards B was like the one.
In the meantime, they just wait for a mistake elsewhere on the map for players like Vukushu to capitalize off of, and we're at him. Looking like they have other plans. A little forward drone, benefit of the double initiator. You can be a little bit more forward with this reclear utility.
Yeah, see, this is the better setup in my opinion.
Satoshi is willing to go.
Spotted by the dimensional drift and paranoia coming his way. Been able to dodge that blind, but Midnight is isolated alone here on the side. He's on an island, but
that's a wild or
a second kill through the wall. The Guardian doing well.
Mate, chill.
Wingman's been taken down.
Killed him like the first 2 bullets.
Stranded here in the site. Knight still standing in this spot as well. Satoshi from elbow. DRG are in
like me anytime I see a wingman.
Still got the guns to try and do this.
Just shoot the body.
Midnight's been spotted by the spy cams. Flexing, creeping round the corner. Has been able to find the control here for DRG. They've got the spike. It's in their clutches, in their hands, but 18 seconds. They're going to need to plant soon, and they do. Vikashi gets that in the ground, and now the onus on Rare Atom. They have to retake, and Satoshi's only on 30 HP. He still only really has his tour de force. Up close and personal, Nick. He's going to get dropped, but Flexing Vikashi still in the smoke. They've been massive so far. 8 and 7 kills apiece, and Vikashi makes
nice
it
from
9.
Vikashi.
Looking even potentially still for double digits as they persist inside of the dark cover.
They haven't considered it yet.
Around it.
Wow.
With the tap, Shay falling, Flexing.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. And that's his name as well? Oh, boy.
Shocked at what has just transpired. That's the player that I mentioned is a sleeper agent that you cannot underestimate in these clutch
I get what that's why it's called no.
I think it was a little shrouded step into Cubby there, stays there, plays around the site dark cover to find kills like that onto Midnight. And even then it was just this
oh boy. Oh god.
So unfortunate.
Looked worse second time round.
Fashion, but wow, what a round. Just solidified dominance in this half. Now,
that was a shocker, bro. They're actually melting.
Yeah, you're feeling confident to once again challenge any players.
Smoke. He went into the smoke, Then obviously when you're doing the smoke thing, they probably came up like this. You see the outline.
They want to go for some kind of fast hit.
Then get then got his knife out.
Instead, the default slows down a little. DRG just knocking on the door even still. Drift used from Jay to find some information. He's going to be able to spot Vikashi bottom mid, and Spirit C1 just teleporting in. That's a massive blunder straight into the arms of Guran, and Satoshi on the side with his operator. It's going good for it. The spike's been planted, but I mean, Rare Atom aren't going to care.
They finally held it down. They got their one buy rounds, but my goodness.
Third on the board with that defuse coming
Way
in.
too late.
But is it too little, too late?
Oh, no doubt. 3 is enough. I think 3 is enough.
Pistol will determine that course of action. Holy. Discuss that round a little bit more. It seems like they finally realized, like, hey, we can, you know, not deny the spike plant, but deny the site still simultaneously when all they're worried about is sending this wingman in.
Into a neon wall,
the
holding out the wingman.
Worked out really, really well.
Just because you want to get vision of the plant.
Now coming into the next. What do we think of? Okay, they sacrificed the Viper for
with a smoke as well.
How do you think that's going to serve them on the attack?
It's not the
better
worst
than
thing
the
ever.
loss of the Viper cost them on the defense?
That is the question.
Aquarial with the prime. Thanks so much for the 17 months.
One thing to point out there as well about the previous round is
Spirit, hello.
That teleport
Mini Boo as well. Hello,
Mini
Boo.
Something that we saw quite a bit of on Abyss yesterday, when you could tell that DRG really was struggling on these maps. You saw that kind of thing happen a lot, where Spirit teleports in, but he didn't have the utility to set him up or the players behind him to back him up in that situation. So he just gets sent in to die.
This didn't...
As we can see, No Man there supporting Rare.
Wait, No Man's there as well. That's unlucky.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, he was on their team.
He was on their team.
This is where he got his start. I think he was co-streaming even some of the early playoff games.
Definitely this
so
org has to get into China
VCT
next year.
During
like no matter what.
Insane run.
No matter what, I feel like they're in. Well, not next year, the year after.
Obviously, their performance at Champs means
it must be the most obvious one for
team
all of the
in
regions.
Spot and in this position, but a 9-3 half. They're still looking
2027,
good here to take Corrode.
Is there a more obvious org for any other region to get in?
Rare Atom, they're the ones that have that pressure to perform, and circling back to the double initiator pick, I'm trying to get in the head, you know, of
Me2 is a more obvious one. Yeah, you're right.
I think one is that, like, usually the initiator utility is like telltale signs of an exec to come. Here, that's not going to be the case. Maybe they're trying to buy into Dragon Ranger Gaming over rotating a touch. Aside from that, you can have a really strong then info on both sides of the map. So I'm expecting to see
if they come in a double pistol,
but lurk, an initiator lurk, perhaps. I think Midnight can really thrive in that
even
position,
then. Let's see.
He's been kind of having a hard
double
time.
pistol with this comp.
On the defense, right? Versus previously, he's this like
solo Yoru on attack.
Onto this role on this map, definitely.
It's just not a thing. This map's done.
But DRG not letting off the gas at all. Quick mid-fight coming out off the Dizzy, off the double duelist. It looks like Rare Atom's just waiting to receive it here.
Yeah, look at all this control that DRG have. Down mid, Rare Atom.
Gentamates? I mean, Gentamates are already in though, right?
DRG to push into them, but Satoshi's been spotted. This is Satoshi with a headhunter in his hands. You know the amount of damage that he's going to be able to do. DRG still with a lack of information, but with
it does just win in pistol rounds though.
Main. Nick and Vukashu starting to explore mid a little bit. Rare Atom also looking to head towards this A side potentially. This next upcoming mid fight is going to be massive, and there's a Dizzy with the flash.
No way.
Paranoia counter in.
Someone, dude, please, someone, if you're going to be doing this, I beg someone wide swings.
Nick is the only one left alive. He's been able to find one, but still 3 in his way. Been spotted there by the recon. Guran is going to be able to take him down. So double pistol here on the road for Rare Atom.
Put it to the test.
They've only got a total of 4.
Hey, we said it was a big pistol to win, and they just kind of waited for Dragon Ranger Gaming to fight that. I liked the call to try and scale a mid after he found the opening kit pick, after you punish Spirit Z1, and it just happened to be that's when the reclear, the refight attempt was coming out off probably the Dizzy retiming right after it was recollected comes in.
Dude, look how easy this is for them to hold the angle. No one's coming in.
Right? Even in the uppers up against Any Questions, who's a team that's just, I think it was, Rigor called it always quarreling for AQ because they always were fighting forward.
Your streams low-key aren't bad, bro. 100, think me.
And even this round, right, Nico, looks like DRG's looking to run it back.
We got Outlaw, everyone can get one shot.
Move on to the rifle buy. We'll see if it works this time around, but again, RA set up to handle it from the get-go.
Can you VIP them? No, you can't VIP them.
Oh, they spotted him. Scoring some pot shots through the smoke. Flexen should be worried here, but for Rare Atom again, doing anything too quickly. Deciding where they want to go.
Should they be snowballing right now?
DRG are guessing
You're
all
probably
5
Fatal,
players
maybe?
stacking over on this side, but Rare Atom look more set up
He
for
was pretty
that
good.
kind of A look. Indeed, that's where they're heading towards now. The train of 4 and so many bings on the site.
A huge just soul raid coming in. It's correctly been weighted on the scales. It'll be a deserted site, and this is where Dragon Ranger Gaming. What does the plan B look like? If they can overwhelm Midnight here, they might be able to get that
They're
cheeky
just gonna
little
go into the
Bulldog
corner
upgrade.
and save, right?
Kind of switched off to Gura and a little bit safer, maybe hands to hold, but that
They're just
could
gonna go
also be
into the
why.
spawn
Okay,
corner
hey,
and save, surely.
on an
Oh,
island.
dude, they're gonna face middle.
Send a life. Save her out in terms
Yeah,
of
there's
these
some
two
orbs
players
here.
rotating also to reinforce Link here. So now you're gonna have Paranoia. You're gonna have so much here as soon as contact's made.
Oh, but it's a little bit whiffy, and Guran has this ghost up close, so things looking a little bit difficult.
Okay,
Kakashi
hold
is
up.
good with it.
Whoa.
Ackerman as well.
Whoa.
A lot of danger thrown into the mix.
And they know one's
Kakashi
bottom
found
middle. No
another
way,
one.
man. It's a
They're taking
1v4.
down Midnight. It's just Satoshi, but oh god, it's Satoshi. Always good in these spots, but the paranoia is clean. It just takes him down.
Whoa.
DRG.
Holy hell. They actually won it.
Get
Man,
double
they
digits
got
on
out
the
and out.
board with
It
an
looked
eco
close.
round win.
Those hands from Flexen are
Damn,
what are you
bro,
doing?
how have
And
they
this is
won
what
this?
I've learned
It's a
with
full
linking to our
eco.
amazing translator beat-ups,
Spikes
like,
down 5v5 after plant.
Whew, it was
How
a great
on earth?
setup, right? I mentioned, okay, Midnight's alone, so they have the paranoia
Vukashi,
from
the
Nono
Vukashi
ready to
shot was
go.
nice,
It's
bro.
perfectly timed as well. I think it was ultimately the dark cover bottom
This one?
mid out of Flexen that isolates Midnight
Bro,
from
how
the
did he
rest,
win
right?
that bottom
So
mid
then
as
they're
well?
only focused on those Link players.
a
They
bulldog.
get really effective trades there. Then the smoke yard as well kind of cuts off Satoshi from the rest. And also Spirit's
Okay,
the one getting that
one
kill on the
sheriff
Midnight is
buy.
huge.
I
They
guess
don't
we
have to
should
worry
say
about
instead of
peak
full
play.
eco.
Everything
Oh,
went the way
okay.
of
Oh my
DRG there.
God.
And that kill is like the final nail in the coffin, right? Now that was your single smoke, so you're not playing
Wait,
double controller
what's
anymore.
everyone doing, man?
And this
Guys,
is gonna be a bloodbath
guys.
mid where we might just have eco for eco action. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Welcome,
it's so
welcome back to
dangerous for
China.
Ackerman.
I forgot that it's like
He's
this.
found 3 to try and save things here, and Midnight left alone. He's
Honestly,
got
playing like this, I would say
upgraded
both teams
rifle.
deserve to be in
Could
VCT.
be everything.
what I was
Slow
watching this year
flank,
from
slow wrap
China.
around.
Plenty of time.
Minute left on the clock.
They'll fit right in,
indeed.
both of them.
We'll get to open back online.
Shenanigan, thanks so
Ever
much for the
so
tier 1.
slightly.
Appreciate the 7 months.
Yeah, he just doesn't really have the information, and throwing a haunt would give away his
At the
position.
room about DOS 90.
Where
People are
does he
saying
go
about it
from
in chat
here?
yesterday.
Made us so many corners, so many nooks and crannies.
Yeah, he at least knows where the spike is dropped.
Again, I would love to know what
Should
happened
be the
midway
clue,
through
But now Ackerman
stage 2.
starting to guess where he is, and now he's been spotted. They're going to be aware of this position. DRG looking to fight this together. Ackerman and Flexen
Okay, all
doubling
good.
up.
Dude, they overheated so much
and
over
save
towards
the
middle.
round. No eco shenanigans this time, and now just 2 away from the victory here. A fairly quick victory as well. Started with that opening kill from Nick, and happened just as he was saying that nothing was going the way of Rare Atom as well. And I was just the complete picture of that.
Yep. I saw the
So
vision there.
she's got the ult though. Could be way in.
Yeah, if I've learned anything on if I have any takeaway, if I'm Midnight right now, it feels like Rare Atom has been, if you think about it, winning the mid fights, right? Like think about that round, right? It was an eco, and they still like got the kills, got the momentum back until Achman comes sliding in with a Vandal over their classics and sheriffs. So if it comes to rifles versus rifles, I do
How long
think
do they let this
they've
op
been
try and
winning
pick
those
for?
engagements. And so yeah, they've been starting with this really strong mid presence, but it's been purely reactive.
Cloak of
right?
Elven,
Waiting
thanks so
for
much for the
DRG
Prime
to
Man.
fight
Appreciate
into
the 7
them.
months.
I
Thank
want
you,
to see
Donna.
them take the initiative here a little bit, right? I really like G and Satoshi's ability to play together. I think that's the issue here. Is Satoshi's not a scaling agent, but now that decision's been made for
I mean, in
you,
theory,
right?
that
Midnight, we
flash
talked
wouldn't
about
do
it, initiative
anything
and
anymore,
blur
right?
players here.
That's like the
It's
Yoru
overwhelming,
thing they changed.
Now you finally scale
That was
up.
so far away
I think
from
For
him.
the time being, huge pressure going to be at Achman if they follow through with this.
Still not sure about these things though, and now Nono
They're not gonna
is
know.
don't know if they've spotted out that player too, and it's all DRG here in top mid. Arch is under their control. Nakaman sliding in from A-Link.
Damn, okay. But wait,
shutting things down.
I got a deep dive into this, man. Did they actually just pick their weakest map at the beginning, or have they just been completely
have any
on?
sort of success, and it's just snatched away.
Let's see their
from
corrodes,
them.
man. When did they play as well?
Pretty ugly purchase by the looks of things here for what's promising to be the final round here of Corrode. It's 12-4, and
went overtime.
8 in a row to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, the indecision's just been a death sentence
when they want a bonus.
for Adam. I mean, not who's to say if Akman would have gotten multi-kills from that corner or not, but ultimately, just the backpedaling gives Dragon Ranger Gaming that that time, right, to pinch back through mid to re-clear that space, which they know they do now. They've done it now a few times. So now it's just
Jesus,
what's happening, and finally when they go towards a main, when they go for a more direct hit, that's when they
Don't worry, had to have double map ban. Why is their worst map still here?
From Flexin, and that's so
I mean, it looked like DRG
from,
were pretty prepped as well with what was going
in a
in.
row, we might not even
For
get
sure, against how to play against the double
shooting
TP.
from Ackerman too. Spike's not committed to this spot, which is somewhat of a positive, but Guran and Satoshi are looking to fight back into this again, and they're facing up against the high-low.
I think it's one of DRG's better maps.
Taking it one by one.
Honestly, they might just like the same maps.
It's not the way that you fight up against this kind of buy with the buy that you have.
It's a best of 5.
No, at least has one, but it was a 1v4 in the previous. Turned it into a 1v4 now with this kill. Still more players left to find. Is spotted out by the ultimate.
Oh, they're actually going for a knife.
Making the most of using this util in the dimensional drift while he can.
I was going to say, surely not,
the
guys.
information was given over to Vakashi.
They smashed them, man. Double pistol and it's a 13-4. You got 4 rounds with double pistol.
Do they look good right now?
Oh, absolutely. And this is one of those maps that we said was going to be up in the air, and the ban process was going to be the risky decision to pick into, even as a map 1 for Rare Adam. And
oh boy indeed, man.
Clearly demonstrated here. The lack of reps. I mean, they only had one time played on it, and like we mentioned, that was a close affair during the group stage, and that was up against a team like ALG, right? Ambitious Legends Gaming. So it's not your top teams either that pushed them to that overtime.
What map have they been picking?
So all in all, I didn't get to see the same key players I wanted to see online in that second half. For example, G was doing an insane job anchoring, right?
Okay,
on the defense, but on the other side of the map, when they avoided G, right? The shortcomings from switching Midnight off of that Viper, who was a really good anchor, on the stage just felt a little funky.
Yeah, it's kind of what we were saying as we were heading into the map, right? Where we just didn't know whether that trade-off between the Viper and Fade would be worth it, and well, we've just seen it just absolutely was not. It didn't look as practiced on this composition and just got absolutely shut down by DRG, who it looked like had the perfect counter to this new composition that Rare Atom pulled out as well. So
the entire Rare Atom team will probably be in Tier 1 next year anyways. I think that's true as well. I think that's very true.
And again, this is a map that both teams really, really like, but we'll also get to see in just a moment these team comps of
most of the China teams in VCT could do with upgrades, so I reckon you'll see a lot of changes this year.
It's nice to hear how the teams get on themselves. So the anti-eco win, as we see the last of these highlights coming on through. We'll get the team comps in just a few moments.
Oh, the vibes are there.
Is Ascension like the best of Tier 2? Yeah, it is the best of Tier 2.
Follow in its stead. I mean, they were always on their feet.
Let's go. Yep, fun.
Who's impressed me the most so far? I mean, the thing is, I've watched all of these guys before, so I'm not like, it's not like new players that I'm impressed by. We've kind of seen them throughout the year. But Satoshi guy looks okay. He was hitting a lot of nice shots. I need to see more, man. They got 4 rounds and then he got double pistol. Like, Nothing looks great when that happens. Cams, hello mate. Thanks so much for the 8 months, bro. I appreciate the prime. Thank you for doing that. Back in a little bit, right? We got wait, what is the next map? We have Sunset coming up.
Well, what
Vukash, you speak Mandarin. He speaks enough to get
the
through.
team comps are still going.
There's some English going about as well.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, we're professionals.
It's just a lot of shouting, a lot of celebration, a lot of let's go and what are you doing? Because we had the same questions for Adam.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we did. And Nick is the MVP. Maybe not the player that you would have expecting, but yeah, absolutely sniping it in. But with 235 ACS, I mean, yeah, he was shooting.
And I think a great demonstration that, you know, before we enter the new patch, that you can really get away with any agent compositions on some of these maps as long as you're confident in what you're doing. And I think he just kind of popped off. He was lurking in unexpected areas, right? When you expect him to just be like the spike bearer, the spike carrier. I think he was reacting well around his own wingman as well and punishing. That round, that play was huge in wrestling back a disastrous possibility. So again, it was just kind of these cheeky kills, but they were consistent, right? And the mix of first bloods in it as well just is what kind of lent him very well. The MVP, but I mean, everybody was 3 kills within each other, guys. It's hard to name an MVP under those circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Spiritsy 1 had the exact same ACS as well, which is just ridiculous performances. But you look at Satoshi on the other side, get him some help is maybe the what I would say, because yeah, he was trying, but like you said, Nick had that impactful 2K that we saw in Yard in those MVP highlights. Potentially is what set the stage for this incredibly dominant map. You know, that round goes a different way. We potentially see a completely different story because it was Nick in those clutch moments that was able to start this snowball rolling, and Rare Atom were just caught up in the avalanche.
Absolutely, and you saw G started out really strong and then just moved down the scoreboard as the half progressed, and that was my player. I was literally telling everyone, I'm like, that's gonna be my MVP to keep an eye on, even in for contention for all of Ascension if Rare Atom wins. So to see him not showing up in the server, I said prior, to me it wasn't a win con that he had to show up, it just makes things a lot easier. And maybe I was proven wrong. Maybe he does have to be online. Maybe they have to have that early success to get him an operator, and that's something that's essentially going to be pivotal, really pivotal on a map like Sunset.
Yeah, but we'll discuss Sunset a little bit more after this break. We'll be back in just a few minutes, but when we return, it's map number 2 in the grand finals of China Ascension. Don't go anywhere. Well, no rest for the Wicked. We are straight back in. We're straight into the agent select here for map number 2, which is Sunset. So let's have a quick look at that. Satoshi has gone over to the Neon, and we're seeing essentially a mirror composition. The only difference here is Nick is on the Fade, whereas we have Guran on the Sova. Zobi, thoughts on these compositions?
I think you asked about getting Satoshi some help. I think the Neon and the Yoder work a lot more hand in hand. We saw, especially on the defense, I'd say over on Crow, they were very separate spheres, right? We saw G anchoring A elbow. We saw Satoshi a lot on the B main choke. I think this is gonna be a lot more just
I see
them
no
working in succession with
no
each
way
other,
of
so excited to see
breaking
that. I
some
think Guran
trips,
on the
I think
Sova
so.
versus the Fade is just purely a comfort pick, and you're gonna see really effective like Hunter's Fury just to force through, I think, retakes and such. They're gonna be super aggressive.
The DRG picked this map
in any fashion. And also, obviously, we
Didn't
are
they
going to see the Rare Atom starting on the defense once again. How do you
feel
feel
like
about
they didn't
that as we ramp up into what
that good
looks
on this
like
map.
a DRG A death ball?
Yeah, they're certainly running forwards into this, and Ackerman
Sounds interesting. Rare Atom
got
used
up
to pick
close
this
and personal so far.
but
Guran
a lot of their games.
just about round this
5v5
corner. I
retake
don't
of
know
the
if
camera to
Ackerman
spot, make sure they can get the util
gonna
good
be
in
too
terms of
aware
these.
it, but dips away in the site is effectively
Break
in
the
the
trip
hands and
as well at
control
one point.
of DRG. The Neon on 44 health though. As the spike goes down,
One in the
Rare
back
Atom still in with
corner.
a chance.
Like actual corner.
Ackman lost HP. It's still a sort of 5-on-5.
This is
and-
nice though, if he gets that Omen flash out of them
that's
early.
huge info, but
He
that's
delayed
really
long
well
enough to get
done.
the
They're just
smoke
trying
out as
to
well.
Eat away at this clock the best they can. Really
Mate,
bold
no
in
one's
the
going spawn.
Seas. They want them out of this site.
Midnight is on this flank
And they
as
planted
well.
for
I
spawn.
think Vikashu will be aware of it as Satoshi dashing in, and Vikashu, he's not been spotted. He's found the third, but Midnight just a bit too late into this. A 1v5, made a 1v4, but still
Okay, well,
every
DRG
player
have
looking in his
completely
direction.
outplayed them. Walk over towards an
DRG
empty
with their
site,
first
get a
pistol
get a
round
plant in the
of this
corner,
match.
and
If you
then
can
wherever they
believe
took
it,
heavy, they were
they
just gonna
get
take that
on
space
the
back,
ground running
like
here on map
wherever
number
they
2.
didn't go.
And I'm
That
gonna
was
tell
cool.
you, that is not the first time we've
Planted
seen
for
that
spawn,
post played out of DRG. I think
took
they did
spawn.
it yesterday in the lower finals.
They could have
against
looked at
Any
their
Questions.
retakes and
Shout out
realized
to
they don't go
Sideshow
spawn
in
heavy at
the
all.
coach stream. He was calling
I mean,
out like,
you
I
gotta
don't know how
have
I feel
one
about
there
this
at
planet. They know
very
they're flipping
least.
the site, but you can see it from that deep CT position.
DRG are cooking.
and
It does
that's
look like
exactly
they're
what
doing
they
pretty
play
good,
for when
man.
They know the pressure is mounting out of
They're
lane.
very on top of the,
Vukushi
like
here
last
got
map, very on
so
top of the
lucky as
TPs
well,
either
'cause they
side
know
on
that trap got
defense.
destroyed. They know
in
there
terms
was
of
a
how they
fight
were
going for
taking
Midnight,
it.
and it just was
And then,
mistimed. So
I mean, this
huge
is
opportunity
impressive.
squandered. Another DRG pistol to get the,
But
I should say, to continue.
surely they
the
retake
train
with someone
rolling.
spawn. They
In
can't
the
retake
meantime,
with
Rare
no one
Atom went
spawn
for
all
the
the time.
aggressive A exec, got that orb. But it's again this kind of B-centric start
But
that we saw.
I don't
similar
know.
to
I mean,
Crow,
I've never seen the plant in the
repurposed
corner,
over for
so
Sunset.
it's obviously something they had
We'll see
planned
what
for this
Midnight
one.
looks like back on this kind of site anchor instead of the initiator position.
Yeah, hopefully
A little bit slow on this one, so 3 people get here in
finding a bit
time.
more success. Dark cover refreshed there in the choke point.
Carry around.
No, that smoke, but dashing on in. Midnight, he's not been spotted. Right clicks, it took 3 of them.
Free gun delivery,
Still
no
taking
one
down
else went
Ackerman,
in.
and DRG want absolutely none. What Rare Atom are selling over here. Vikashi's inserted himself up mid, so could potentially catch some of these rotations, and the drone just making its way towards
The Chinese
main.
team, China,
Don't know that no one's there.
Chinese teams
And it's
just have some of the
Jay, sorry,
craziest
being called upon
anti-ecos.
Here on A.
Like, it just looks like 2021 from the other regions.
Just wait for this.
I
Fake
would
out doesn't
too.
catch it. Yeah.
No one,
Just waiting
like,
for the rest of the team to be here.
fills
They
the
have
map out anywhere.
the advantage.
just
but
commit.
Spike being planted yet again, and this time it's Flexin who's a snake in the grass. Vikashu's still in his old spot. Surely they're aware of it this time, but the
Oh.
spike's still not being planted. And
Dude,
there's still more pressure coming in.
Vikashu
Vikashu's found a double
always
Guran.
gets double.
He might
Just
be
gets
able
the
to
plant
find
down.
this save, something for
Dude, he
Rare
always
Atom,
gets
but
double,
no.
man.
Spirit
Every single
is
map so
there
far I've
for
watched
the
him, he
kill.
gets an outlaw and it's
But
just
only
2-tap.
2 left alive.
Oh, and even at this point,
He always
right,
hits someone with his
the
second
rounds
bullet,
that
man. Just
Dragon
wait.
Ranger Gaming
This is too
shouldn't
fast,
be
bro.
Winning or like that.
He's
look
the
like
example
they're
we
about
need to
lose
use for it
out,
to
they're
get
able to, like,
banned.
keep wraps
Look
on
at
it
this
and
stuff.
wrestle things back.
Just needs to get
Whether it's
nerfs,
from
man. It's
Vukushu
so
in that
stupid.
2K to, oh hey, we're running out of time. Quick, get the spike and get it down, Vukushu. After
2
getting
people
that
he can one-shot
2K,
as well here.
and they still are able to get it back. You saw Guran realizing, hey, they're playing the open. I might be able to sneak back this kill in the nick of time, but ultimately good attempt out of Rare Atom, especially after that B-side anchor, but Again, quick rotation. Don't want to take risks against.
I like it though. We go for the T1 default.
We're back to
the TP through here.
Should go a little stinger to supplement the buy on the side of DRG. Now accrediting, I think, towards this market push to keep the close angles.
Oh, it's not too bad, and they spotted the second here. And this defensive wall kind of completely covered them at the back here as well.
Now both Yoris out of the round, but the spike being planted here on B. DRG have a post plant, and these stingers at this close range.
Mate, Flexen still has another smoke.
Flexen's found an upgrade as well onto a Phantom.
Smoke on stairs, trip on the other side, and then force them towards the right where you have the crossfire. Dude, they never take the right space though. They don't take market. They just walk in. What are they planning to do here? Walk into a crossfire. Wow, it's gonna work.
From Marketplace, he's only able to get one. Vikashu is in the smoke, but he's using his ultimate.
You gotta reload something.
Theft infested, but still has to try and reload.
That should never work, bro.
Perhaps a little bit over eager as half it.
This should never work.
And Guran gets the defuse.
They get smoked off. They get smoked off here.
Right?
They have no control market.
Gets off. They know that
it's a three-way crossfire.
They know that outlaw is lethal, but what a damaging round from Dragon Ranger Gaming onto that buy up for the side of Rare Atom. Right, the Stingers clearly catching them off guard on that market.
It really worries me at the moment watching Rare Atom though. We've had a retake over towards A where they don't take here. We have a retake over towards B where they don't take market.
When the repercussions come through, a judge,
like they're gonna lose them majority of the time.
That's the damage they were able to deal. In the meantime, Dragon Ranger Gaming back to this double lurk style with the B main heavy presence off the double duelists. Just Flexen looking to punish, Vukushu looking to punish, and Rare Atom giving them no opportunities to do so thus far.
Very slow and measured so far for DRG. In the one way on A main, but a couple shots sent through, and potentially Ratum thinks that some pressure might be coming, but it's just the one so far. Is DRG looking to group up here?
Brox is getting the Odin enough, Vikash is getting the Outlaw enough.
Okay, so homework done on the one way.
Dude, there's so many Outlaw abusers though.
Checked that box. Second, I think there might be some concern.
Brox on his own, man.
Early Hunter's Fury, right? It's the #1
killer
on some of these close.
That was about it. Art was using Odin as well.
I think that's why they're going for. We need impact first. We need some kills first. Why we've re-rotated into this mid fight. I could even see them faking a market hit and trying. I was gonna say to go towards A, but it's actually just the deep insert. We've seen players like Satoshi.
I love neon teams that use middle, man. It's my biggest pet peeve about watching Fnatic on this map. Like neon teams that use middle, it just looks so good.
Midnight calls the plant location. That Hunter's Fury we spotlights comes through, and it's still. Oh, I was gonna say in the nick of time.
Dude, he stopped planting.
For some reason they got.
Yeah, he stopped planting. I think he thought he had the plant down. Then they couldn't get any space. I mean, Midnight just did incredible.
What a double kill from Midnight as well.
It was still a nice shot though.
Of the site to
just one guy locked it down back of sight. It was a beast round.
Stymie that Boba push, and then the Hunter's Fury coming through from Guran. DRG.
Did you see that the BC game signed Electronic for their team
off? Like they wanted. Here you can see it. A lovely transfer.
So that Simple and Electronic can reunite. Bro, is this the team that's just spending crazy money?
The end is. Got even more tags from the util coming on.
This is the team that's paying like Simple 100k a month or something, right?
They get their second on the boards. But these rounds have been close, and you can see again Vikashu.
It's just crazy, man.
He just seems to be
not
a
gonna
little bit out of sync
just
with
not
the rest
sustainable.
of the team when it comes to the util. Again, he's the only one here with a rifle, and Ackerman is.
What are they? Skin gambling.
Guran gets involved as well here on A main. It's just a complete bloodbath. He's behind them.
I mean,
he's teleported behind them.
Trigger just put in all how much
on the next team.
Like,
get him over to Valorant.
I think 1, maybe 2, but now
zero.
Unfortunately,
Can waste some money here.
The orb to come back. I think if they weren't, then he would have had it. But ultimately, I mean, Rad has been setting up for that A fight round after round, and they finally just got to show it off, right? And again, that's where that Sova comfort from Guran comes in. They're able to almost use the fast lane against them time after time. I've seen it happen with these neon picks. So really well done there to deny the eco, and it's actually going to be Dragon Ranger Gaming's first time out of the series here because Again, it feels like they're playing more to capitalize off of Rare Atom's mistakes, and then when Rare Atom isn't exposing themselves, they're kind of fighting the clock a little bit and getting in these positions where they don't have the opportunity, the ability to backpedal out, to opt for a plan B, like we were able to see time and time again on Sunset. I go back to that really creative from the shadows play on the anti-eco denial. That's kind of
they're
what
doing
I
pretty
see.
good, right?
You know, Vukushu has been having these mid lurks. Maybe try and get him a little bit deeper through
If they win this, they're
you know, elbow and such.
they're secured,
and
right?
Such, but
the top 3. Oh,
from that,
they're secured anyway, pretty
Rare
much.
Atom's doing a good job just keeping things on wraps. They've had some really concrete retakes, and that's pretty much where we're sitting.
Pacific is pretty much already decided for playoffs.
It's everything that we've seen, and just kind of the way that we're seeing this game play out as well, that Sunset and Corrode would be having similar outcomes, but right now, things are being flipped on their head despite the massive amount of similarities between the two maps, even in how we're seeing DRG approach these rounds on their attacking side.
And they're like 2 more days of it as well.
But I'll say one wrinkle is definitely, hey, you have a Sentinel this time? Or I say a good Sentinel, I should say, right? No shame to Satoshi on the chamber.
I was the coach with what happened earlier as well. You could definitely do this mid thing. This guy should be getting double each time.
Sorry to Corrode. We think I've talked about that a little too much by this point, but to turn that page,
no risk, your TP.
DRG trying to convert this buy off of the ults, like the Nightfall, like the Dimensional Drift, and that's going to allow the deep deposit, where once again they're going to rely almost solely on Spirit Z1 to open these rounds on their behalf.
May how's he allowed to take all of this space?
As well as taken down Midnight.
Okay, weird one, because they need to try and do damage, but shouldn't be retaking 3v5.
Down as well, B-side in their control, in their hands, and despite the Sheriff from Fukashu, DRG still in a massive advantage. Clone shot out, but even still...
Okay, don't know why Nick's doing this. Gives him a chance.
Trying to fight ahead of this. Now Spirits, oh my god, through the wall, but still flashed out. No. With the kill, Guran, these two players, they've been good so far. That's the first tap on the spike to try and draw something out, and Guran's find the kill as well. Ackerman and Flexin now called upon.
It's close enough, though. They got it close enough.
Time running out. DRG playing this to perfection. The discipline in their hands.
A little scary.
And tie up the game yet again.
You're Rare Atom. You're pretty happy with the damage you did.
Very, very nicely done there. Just okay. Spirit Z1 did his job, finds his impact. Yeah, the flash, the positional muscle memory falters a touch there as he doesn't find his way safely into the corner, but their ability to get that really able to double swing time and time again, that's enough for
What's the reason behind the TP after ult? You see a lot of players doing it. You talk about your ult? Dude, it's literally just you don't want to turn any corner. It's like no risk. Right, if I can throw this is B main.
You mentioned their strong suits were kind of revolving around that B side,
this is B main, right? This is the little box guy, and this is the stairs.
Somehow DRG in one timeout.
Then this is your little area here. It's basically this.
Yeah, potentially if
you throw your TP here and then use your ult, and like you use your ult back here, you don't have to take any risk in this area.
Like
it's
just
a no risk
you normally
ult,
at least get a couple in between, but again, Rare Atom earlier than you'd expect, putting a pause on things here. So on this
you save a lot of time, you get more distance, and
be able to have a buy
take no risks
into this next round. As we jump into round 7 here. The DRG have got.
I think I see a G-dimensional drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a no-no for Shadows as well, but Flexin has that Omen ult of his own. And
big round.
One thing that I'm looking at
it's a really big round.
Ackerman is 1 away from the overdrive here. With Satoshi 2
Whoever
away
loses
from
this combine next can see ults into this
Ackerman
one.
has been just having a little bit more success.
A nice little setup from Rare Atom.
Going straight forward again. It's just A.
Try and fight it. I do think going aggro over towards A at the beginning might have sold the trips being here, but
control of sight.
Like not being here.
They're in.
Yeah. I mean, G finally picked up the operator. I was hyping this one up in the pre-show, and it's just unfortunate.
Everyone's here for the fast flood, and that is wild.
But like I mentioned,
yeah, camera contact into spam.
The hard just call on where Dragon Ranger Gaming prefers this fight plan to be played from. The anti.
Oh boy.
Speaking of antis, no drone for you, Guran. Spears Z1 tried to get up in your face, and you have turned them around.
No, it's unlucky for Flexin, man. He must be like, for God's sake.
Forces the TP, gets the kill, and now, unfortunately, you're the last remaining on your pedestal.
It's a nice retake in the end.
Kicks out of the sky as well.
Yeah.
DRG went for their same plant that they did on pistol, but the camera just spotted the guy planting and then
not ideal when where the spike is planted. No opportunity to overwatch for it. You had to go for some kind of play.
They got a little greedy going for that same
three
plant.
Players on the other side. It just
is there a reason they keep planting there?
Enough.
Yeah, I think they looked into their retakes.
For Rare Atom,
I think when Rare Atom retake A, they go really heavy here. We saw it on the pistol. They went no one spawn. So in the after plants, they want to try funnel them here, and then they just take care. And then they have that angle on the plant.
I don't know how that one's come about.
I'm pretty sure this was going on.
Faster, Akman's entry on the or Satoshi's re-entry there towards Jenny. Either way, it was so seamless.
Raylan? Is this how I'm saying this? Raylan, thanks so much for the tier 1, bro. Thank you. And Flow21 as well, thanks so much for the prime. Gonna watch EMEA Ascension? Yeah, at least the semi-final ones, right? The final 4. Maybe we tune in some tomorrow, we'll see. Some knockout games tomorrow.
What a shot from Vakashu though, he seems to be always good for one with a Sheriff in his hand, but DRG still at disadvantage. As I say that, Spirit's there with a kill, Satoshi sliding in, traded again back, and
they can definitely pick up these guns.
These kills have been going, so 2 versus 2, but Jay...
Oh, not again.
Oh, he TV'd back into it.
He's got an operator, not the best, but
no, boss man.
Wait,
how?
And Nick, he's trying to go for the swing. He's able to somehow find it. Now 1 versus 1.
Oh my god, I got the info.
From Market, Jay spotted. Now he's going to know where Nick is coming from as well, but he's tucked in close. Jay, can you win this out? And he does.
Big shot.
Reading the peak perfectly. The operator in the retake is just enough for Rare Atom, but that was an eco round for DRG, and they very nearly got it over the line.
Wow, I need to see the GPOV for that operator shot, because again, menace with that weapon in hand, but this was a very rocky round. Honestly,
no
the
way.
bails them out so hard because both players had their eyes on these weapon upgrades, and yeah, that's a moment and a reason to celebrate for sure. I mean, hats off as well, because Nick played that really well. The hunt out, identify where it was.
Another big round, force them down to an eco again.
Maybe other Rare Atom players that comes back to bite them in the heels, but Dragon Ranger Gaming, that was an eco again. So weapons in hand. Only silver lining is you got the Akman ult out as well. Nick, 2 off here. Maybe you could get some more farming going. No, they'd rather just get the Dimensional Drift online.
Dude, another one?
Caused a ruckus last time, if you remember. Got in the back lines, got into Boba. Overwhelmed players like Satoshi. Do they run that back?
Lose P main control, instant drone over towards middle.
So many options.
Maybe scared of the B hit, that's where the Euro went last time. This is a bit better from DRG. Can actually push back the A line.
There by No. A little bit of a stop to things, but still a minute left on the clock, so just over half of the round remaining, and Spirit, he's going in. He's got the information, got the read here, and clearing so much of the space as information, but Satoshi has taken down Vakashu. Spirit C1, he's surely got to take down No, and he does. The 4 versus 4, and he's already in.
Same plant that they got for earlier. Dude, is this just what they do?
Post-plant situation now.
I want to say the Rare Atom spoke about this in their after plant though. Like in their timeout.
2 players
gotta hold this stronger.
Go down this side, blind side out. Spirit C1, he's trying to dodge the flash, and he's been able to take it.
It's nice. No smoke here, so they can just hold the line as well. Yeah, they gotta just save this. You gotta just give up here.
The minutia of the round have just been felled here.
The after plant over towards A is kind of interesting, man. I've never seen a team want to hold this and take this as much as DRG.
There isn't a chance. He's just got to dip away. Tries to save this operator. Being hunted here by these 2 players. Spirits won't let him have it. Round goes to DRG. They're back within 1 and not letting Rare Atom get any sort of daylight between these teams.
Wow. And if there's anything good, or anything DRG is good for towards that A side, it is again fighting his back hall's position. Spirit Z1 off the paranoia. Perfect. Somehow weathers all of that utility too. Alright, Spirit Z1. That's the performance that we're expecting, hoping to see consistently throughout this playoffs bracket, and it is coming back in full force, like we mentioned, to try and get that lead.
Dude, what is
back
this?
Here. 1 round away from tying things up.
That play.
Rifle littering the side of Rare Atom here, and Looks like they finally want to do something about this B main space. They've
It's
been
kind of cool.
giving up
Smoke
effortlessly.
recon from
Might see a
middle
little paranoia,
that
dash
scans
away from
down the line
Satoshi.
here, so you know that they have to
Let's see.
brute force or use util, and maybe teams as well, once they see this, will go take space elsewhere.
Midnight still
They just
with the
full
rifle
gamble
in
B.
hand as well, so just one
And
bullet
honestly, with
into this.
DRG, they haven't. This was the
And
first
decent
round where they
danger
like
range from
pushed
it.
off
Still
the line
5
over
players
towards
here
A.
for Rare Atom over on B. DRG, they just get the orb and leave.
Question mark right over towards B.
They in mid might be called upon here to try and find something, but he's just dipping away himself in the cage. This spot. Being forced away from this.
Damn, I mean, as we can see on the minimap, they completely owned it.
Okay. Silence. Again, this is just Dragon Ranger Gaming due diligence. They're very, very wary and aware of when they might be walking into a stack.
Yeah.
And again,
Here's
this is
the
where
util, go out,
Flexen just has
heavy
the sixth sense
rotate
and
going
the
on
calling.
early.
Unfortunately, this
Still
time
think
around,
DRG
right,
don't.
because of this
This
poor
is-
position
They
around
still
pillar,
don't
around
like
tiles.
look comfy
They're
on the
able to
map,
call it
but
earlier than the plant coming down. Dragon Ranger Gaming, though, how do they position in the post? That's the big question.
Nomrod, thanks so much,
It's
bro.
almost
Appreciate the raid,
predictable in
man.
how
Hope
they
stream is
fight
good.
towards this backside space, so opting for the better of it again, not wanting to hand over these better weapons. And we'll see how the crossfires hold.
Potentially Rare Atom going to look for a couple exits here. Satoshi jumping in. And Nick shuts down 2 of them. No jumping through as well. Good run falls. Midnight not long for this world either. Just have to face the music. All 5 players coming here. There's
Hey,
one
well,
exit.
they saved enough for an op,
Really,
so let's see
not
where it's
gonna
going.
do too much. 5-5 now the score, I believe, and yet again DRG fighting close here.
Yeah. And again, in these moments where they have like 1 or 2 hero rifles, I want to see better plans concocted around them, right? Like, you have Satoshi dashing, and I want to see, was that like the beginning of an Overdrive voice line I heard as well? And I really wish we could either hand those weapons off to the duelists or see them diving in synchronous with these, you know, eco-weapon players. I look back to, like, if I remember right, on Midnight in the 2nd round, right? Was able to get that Spectre, for example, and they didn't really use that either. So just things to keep in mind that they could be doing in these
This
like,
one
chance
didn't go as
positions,
planned.
but for the time being, we're back to the Operator show.
Yeah, this was
Oh.
so forced.
And Spears Yuan
I think they
has
probably
quite a
had to
quick
just scrap the plan
pilot
there.
episode
They still had the
summation
camera
on
that could get
that
late
area.
info, but they kind of went
Cuts
all in. They
down
checked the
and
camera early,
The
and
Sexers
then
were supposed to maybe
and
draw
then
them
it's just
into
been owned on the
executing
line.
the Cypher, but I do
like I actually think the
like this
with how
call
DRG are
to
playing,
repivot, to re-explore
like the
once
camera
again.
late check over towards B
DRG
main should
has-
actually win them the majority of
Huge
rounds.
info to call off of.
But they really just
Yeah.
wanted to set the op out.
So they're looking towards mid yet again. They're going for the mid to A this time. Guran inside of
Good
CT
luck on
has
sight,
been
man.
spotted, and
Let's see what Omen's got.
DRG just getting themselves in towards the A site. It's going to be Nono, the player that's really
He's
called upon
alone.
here, but he's looking more towards Ali to try and punish on towards Spirit. A 5v4 post plant now for DRG and Satoshi. He's a player that's trying to find this information, but DRG, they're not letting themselves get captured or caught by this, just instead periodically falling back, wasting the time.
Trying to make him
and
use the
forcing
Omen
all
flash
this
early.
utility, all of these bullets to come towards the midnight. That's a good swing. Guran as well. Potentially, there's some fight left in this. Now, the advantage in the hands of Rare Atom. Nick from long range.
good
Only
plan
good
for them.
one. No,
Not
answering
planted.
back for Cashew, but it's not planted for them here inside
It's
of
hard.
Elbow. It's at the half, but Shorty round the
Damn,
corner
bro, that's
from
a close
Flexin.
round though. This was super
DRG
convincing.
take the lead.
They really wanted to get that
First
Omen
half
flash out of them early. I respect
At
the
this rate,
Omen
we
not
need a
doing it.
stat going for how many rounds Flexen is a closer
Minus,
for.
thanks so much for the
Clutch
prime,
or
dude.
not,
Minus
it feels
Ryan,
like
thank
he is
you
always
with the whole
one
year,
to
bro.
cap
Thank you for
off
that.
these rounds, these plans, and especially his ability to re-pivot after getting exposed by the neural theft on that upward position. Very well played there, especially picking up the pieces after what was this off-position plant.
Good job.
And that round as well really fully displayed the difference in ideals as well, right? Rare Atom won't have a key player, right? Nono was in a position, right, to be that solo
Dude, what is this?
heroic
Third Euro?
player, and he says,
Pretty
I'm not
strong.
going to do that. I'm going to get back with the team. I'm going to play around them. versus it's Spirit Z1 playing forward.
Outlaws out.
You know, it's Achman playing forward.
Everyone can get one shot. 2 no armors.
Again, a great attempt, but DRG heroics
I don't agree with that.
the line at a pivotal moment where
in a game where the other guns are so good right now, I don't think we should ever be
not the flashy 9-3, but a
no
7-5.
armor forcing.
Definitely be a way
Vandals.
to keep the blood flowing, pumping.
Omen ult checks over towards B, they heard it, and they know that they just re-cleared this information over towards B, and with that info they go and call one hit over towards B, so they know they're going to go stack over towards A. It's great calling. This is Vukashu, man. He was close enough to hear the Omen ult.
He spotted that his B site is basically vacant. Yeah, coming to assist though.
Nation Spirits.
Doesn't
I'd see if he can make a play. Also got max info out of it.
They're going to be watching for it.
Did he come the trip?
The 5v5 retake needed here from Rare Atom.
Jean one-off. Mr. Drift could get invested.
Wait, that's a
around it.
huge
He
kill.
Once again, Ari doing a good job punishing this proactive fighting out of DRG.
Flexin is here to try and help out Ackerman, who's stunned up inside a market, traded back and forth again. Spirit on the site, finding the answers now. And
Damn, it's a nice jump through.
Jumping on in, Midnight and No. Not the best
again.
weapons for it, a Judge and a Guardian. But Flexin's in one
Man,
versus
how
two,
on
and
earth have they done that?
But No wins out.
That shot on
An even
Vukashu
half, 6
is
to 6,
nuts
Rare
though.
Atom. Finding the
Fio,
drive
thank you so much.
here,
Dude, thank you for everything, Fio.
advantage.
Thank you,
This
thank you.
next pistol
Appreciate the 30
round
months as well.
we see after this halftime.
Rage
is going
baiting,
to be
yeah.
So
Give you that.
incredibly
Accurate.
important. Even more important than the one on Corrode here, Zobi.
Yeah, it set the pace for sure.
Dude, 2 no armors. Everyone can get
Comeback
one shot
central
from
here,
this
it's
outlaw.
just Immediate leads.
And he hits that shot.
And at first, Dragon Ranger Game was doing so good, just tag teaming utility off of each other. And then Flexin just with that.
I mean, in
TV
hindsight,
away
the
gets a
smoke
little
over
bit too
towards
distorted
stairs
from the
makes more
rest, just
sense
to
than
refight
spawn
in
if you're
there,
playing the 2 angles they were playing at spawn, but
ability unfortunately cannot carry them across the line this time to wrap up the half.
you meant
that
to always
advantage,
smoke spawn.
I was believing with a 5 HP on No.
Oh yeah. I maybe would have kept the Phantom out. All in all, though, I mean, I'm glad that we're finally getting a competitive series, and I think that holds up then my mentality that okay, Corrode was that.
You need to China how likely a Rare Atom to win this. It's close,
we're
man.
more willing to play that than maybe
DRG are just way more
Ascent, which
experienced.
I would still like
Rare
to put Coach's
Atom,
brain into that
I mean,
regard.
they
but
hadn't lost a map until
in
now.
halftime, a little bit of a breather here. So we can look back at
Jai,
the
thank you so
comps.
much for the
I mean,
gifted as well,
they're
bro.
so
Appreciate you
similar
doing
to
that.
the Fade versus the Sova. So, how do we think the playstyle mentalities, if the compositions are so similar, is going to proc the differences here?
Yo's gonna be a cruise supporter next year.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
Following
we get
Sadak.
to see a little bit more aggressive.
Wait, that's true. What's Fio gonna do?
In this attacking half, when I compare it to Corrode, we definitely saw.
Wasn't there a
that
rumor that Les is
they
joining
were a
as
lot
well?
more solid in their decision making.
It could be a pretty
I'm
legit
hoping
squad.
that continues over into the second half as well, because one of the biggest criticisms that we had for that first map was that
Brant Koff with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 6 months, bro. Thank you for doing that.
Could not commit to a site.
Mostly
and
crew.
they quite often got caught out in mid.
Dude, it
in
might
their
be a good year for
rotations because of
Sadak. If
that
Sadak can
by
get a good
DRG.
team,
So
Harbor's finally
time
getting
around,
buffed.
I just need to see them making those
Might be the time.
decisions, and we'd certainly got a better. We
Imagine this
certainly
was the
got a
time where he actually
better
stopped
look
using
of that
Harbor,
in the
just as it
first
gets
half.
good.
So trends hopefully continuing for them. Attacking pistol round is very, very much needed.
Guren, I mean, highlighted during that halftime, insane impactful Hunter's Furies, time and time again. That first half, so we'll be taken towards his
Where are we at with
utility, especially to shut
pistols?
down
We're
players
Atom
like
1-2
Fukushima,
on the
Trapfire,
fast map.
Shock
DRG
Darts.
1-1 here.
Outside of that, I do think RA is a little bit more decisive on site execs on this map. It's just once they get on the site, they'll cut noise, they'll kind of terraform the site without planting. And I can't tell if that's going to benefit them or if it's going to hurt them. Because they've been good at punishing DRGs again refights. We saw that on Crowd, right around mid-space. But here, if DRG wins those re-engagements, it could go south. But said it, this pistol's important. It's a great opening kill.
Yeah.
Lovely
Big
response
flash.
though from Nick, and flexing with that paranoia. He's been able to do so much.
Whoa, I thought he was so dead.
As well. been able to stay alive.
I was actually laughing at just how wrecked he got.
Coming on through, potentially a bit more danger and peril, but Ackerman.
Damn, they won this.
No, it's a great start for Rare Atom, but
Wait.
Guran is the one with the kills. He's
Oh my
found
goodness.
2, but Ackerman running
That
in.
That was a
shuts
crazy
it
round,
down.
bro. How is
Well, they
flexing?
did get
Got that
scary.
second kill.
A double
But first kill, I
crystal
guess.
round win here on Sunset for DRG.
Ooh, and I liked the opening kill, but then I felt like they got a little tunnel visioned, right? And we talk about how we needed to see their follow through. They kind of got stuck in that top mid
I mean, that's a good shot,
link
though.
space. I was like, great relay bolt
How's that
reactionary
popped
off the
him?
paranoia, and then just suddenly Flexen gets that double kill. And then here again, it's not like they grouped up
Devo,
and were
hello, mate.
fighting the players
How we
that were
doing, bro?
rotating
Thanks so
over
much for the
B,
tier 1.
instead of focusing and trying to
It's
fight those players
starting
that
to
were
feel
keeping them
like
off of the A site.
It might
And that's
happen
where, again, in
again.
the moment
Oh,
when
bro,
you need
they've
that
really gone for the risky
decisive
one.
voice, that call to, like,
There's only one
congregate
person he
group
can
and
one-shot.
fight towards the objective instead of
Buys
just the
heavy
fight
armor,
in general.
gets dropped the outlaw.
Now, I mean, DRG, lighter buy than typical, I'd say, with the
Biani, thanks so much for the prime as well. Thank you so much for the 8 months.
Outlaw,
I mean, it's a
but
lighter buy because I think they know that they like to do this.
I like how it's playing off the one way, really close for Achman.
Priority
But
on
Shuri
heavy
was
armor.
lethal with the outlaw, so being that B side anchor makes sense here. And I also like this call, right? I'm guessing it came from Spirit Z1 to reposition around mid space and door.
Yeah.
Frau as well. Hello, mate. How we doing?
Mid
Thanks so much
on
for the 10 months
road.
as well.
Going for a similar remit here. Midnight creeping up.
If a team
mid,
doesn't
though,
have a
with an
Euro
outlaw,
player,
it's
what style should they lean
certainly an
into?
interesting choice and not one that he walks away from.
Like the worst time to not have a Euro
Versus
player.
4 now. DRG.
Oops. Fukushu's time to shine.
The advantage
Neon?
here, and he's got this long range angle. That's a lovely headshot.
No more.
It's an unnecessary headshot, but he's going for more kills, and he gets more kills. But I mean, a Rare Atom
Neon
trying to
double
fight him
controller.
back. It's Vikashu again.
I guess.
4 piece in that
Kinda
round.
need the
and
Euro
he
player,
just
man.
kept on mowing through them.
Wow. I mean, this is the confidence. Like, oh, I hit my first shot. Let's go back in for the classic. And that's his third on the round, right? After 2 insane opening kills.
Liggy, I'm Immortal 3 at
There's
12.
one
Do you
that
think I
robs
can
him
go
of the ace.
pro?
Spirit Z1 with the stinger top mid
Yeah.
to again make sure there's
You
no
got 4
unaccounted for
4
variables
years.
on
You
the
got to
back
get
end, like we
Radiant.
saw DRG exploit time
Within,
and time
like,
again
next
on
2.
their attack half for Sunset.
Join a team.
Huge round.
You're fine.
A lot of weapons.
You're in a good
obviously carried
spot.
Over. Again, it's not as strong as we would hope for, and we're not going to see any hero rifle or Spirit Z1 either forced up. So that gives me hope for Rare Atom converting this round, but we've seen more one-sided 50 conversion attempts, I think, this map to convince me otherwise.
Yeah, you gotta wait 6.
What's that?
That is the issue. You gotta wait
Doing this
6
again?
years before you can get into
Third time?
VCT.
Why not?
At that point,
Go for it.
probably gonna be a new game out.
Top mid through to Boba, but Vikashu's watching for this. The Outlaw doesn't quite hit its mark, and
How are
Shorty
you
not
alive?
quite good at that range. Midnight with the kill, Guran as well, just a stinger, but
Okay,
able to fight up against
about
Spirit.
damage.
Rare Atom have the control here. They have the presence.
Mwawak,
With
thanks so much
Satoshi
for the
finding that
34
kill
months as well.
well.
Thank you for doing that.
5 on
Yeah, it doesn't look
2.
like there's gonna be any
The 5
damage.
on 1. It's flawlessly taken by Rare Atom. An anti-co, or anti-bonus really, but even still, signs of life that we needed to be seeing.
Yeah,
Gold
Power
3
Ranger
at
Gaming, right
22
calls
years.
there,
Can you go
Spirit
pro?
Z1. They're pushing you deep from market from Boba, try to
chance.
take main space, but again, weapon difference. The round doesn't go your way. Oh, I'm wondering then if, because we've seen them go mid so many rounds, yeah, you can credit it to maybe the differences in buys, but
I'll break it down for everyone that's got big dreams.
switch up from Dragon Ranger Gaming and
If
how
you
they fight
if you
for
can't
mid
get to
space.
Radiant, you're
For now,
cooked.
the answer is no, and I wonder if we're just going to see Rare Atom
That's
continuing
the
to exploit it
first-
until they
that's
do
the
make
first
that switch
spot.
up.
Information coming through, but nothing to be
Like
gained
if you
so
want to be a
far.
pro, you can get to
Rare
Radiant
Atom.
through aim alone. You
Three
could be the
players
dumbest
stacking
guy there
on
is,
this B main area while Guran finding a little bit of intel.
but you'll still
Go
get
towards
Radiant because
A.
your aim.
Spots out, I think, both players there. Or at least aware of the presence of 2. Now they're heading into the Cypher setup. Hunter's Fury coming on through to try and secure the entry onto the site. Vikashu's still here. He's still surviving, but traded back by that
Sad
Sober
retake,
ultimate
man.
that I just called out.
Ackerman gets a kill, he gets his ult.
In their hands,
Lexington
in their
still has
control.
flash.
No. Martin, the
They have
spike
market
is a 4
control.
on
Going to be able to smoke
4.
off main. See, this is going to be the difference as well.
Huge risk from Vukush
Like,
there.
imagine
Gonna
how
take out
different an extra
a
10 seconds would be on this
backstab
smoke. Because they're
Now
waiting
this
for a smoke right now.
backside-centric plant comes through.
They're waiting
They
for a
just
smoke right
wanna
now?
retake this space.
Yeah, the
Ackerman
smoke comes up
gets
now.
the first
Imagine an
kill.
extra
And
10
the
seconds
second
trying to
kill, Nick as
retake with
well,
this
now
guy.
down to
We're
Jerk.
going to see so many people
And
playing in
if
mains.
Just like that, he's found himself alone. Relay bolt.
Like, this smoke would just be coming out now. Retakes are going to look so different, bro. Not even sure you can retake as much.
Just the sound was enough. What? It just all fell apart.
Do you think
there.
Bolster can get
Yeah,
Radiant?
Radiant,
Yeah,
Atom,
dude.
Toby.
Of course.
It was so streamlined. I mean, I saw these really strong backside hold players, and I mean, as soon as we saw Satoshi,
Just because Bolster gets like outjawed by a lot of pros doesn't mean he wouldn't pop
they
like
gave up all of that backside space.
majority
right? There was
of
a gate crash called in by Ja, like you mentioned, to
Radiant
main, where you had
people
to
as
play out the
well.
1v3, and I wish we would have seen more maybe util investment there to hold on.
Pug
to
Fury,
that
thanks so
Boba
much for the
space,
tier
like
1.
that
Appreciate the
Boba
3
choke,
months.
because I think that when
You want to get
had
into
it even
coaching,
planted for
does
that
your
space,
rank
that's also
hold
playing
any
for main 'cause
value?
it's tucked a little bit deeper into stairs.
Depends what
but
like you depends what
I feel like they
your
didn't win either of
you
the
excel
sides
at
of the
round.
site they were
If you
fighting for, that they
if you
got
excel
really
at like
control
stats
over
and stuff, then you're
off
very
of that
useful.
Hunter's Fury, right? It almost feels like, and I hate this cliche
A lot of
phrase
people
that
that
they're
don't
like
wanna do that
fighting
stuff.
not to lose and instead of fighting to win. That's kind of like when you're in that position, when you've gotten that forward of a line.
Did I watch
and you have
Envy?
this
I watched
aggressive
an
double
Envy
close
game the other
competition,
day. It's
that's
pretty
what I
fun.
want to see you fighting into Boba space, right? Send a relay bolt, send a paranoia, fight forward. Like we saw them doing it right when they had better weapons, right? When you look at back to Satoshi and that kill on, I think it was Nick, right?
This
Where
patch
it
doesn't
spawned.
fit
Do
retakes.
it on the rifle
Not even
round,
sure you
take
can
those
retake. Looks like
risks,
you're just
because
forced to
Dragon
play
Ranger Gaming's not
how
afraid to. Any questions
T1 and
earlier
Paper
wasn't
X
afraid
play.
to.
Yeah, that's the key difference. Something that we've
I'd
seen
see a lot
from
of
most
saves.
teams playing DRG in
honestly
this tournament,
it could be
apart from
interesting. I wonder if the
Ascension,
average game
that fear,
like the average game, I wonder if it goes up
I mean,
by quite a bit.
understandable. This team went to chance
Because
for
in
crying out
theory,
loud, but
instead of the stages now,
if
you got to
let
wait
that
for
fear
stage 2 to
overtake
exec.
you, you're
So
always going
you're
to
kind of
struggle.
waiting like an
Something that
extra
I noted about
like
Sunday
30-second
playing against
hits
DRG on this map
become way more
in the
popular.
very first day of the tournament. They
So
were
every
giving the
game
site to
gets a
DRG
little
for
longer in
free
terms
on
of
their
their
defensive
rounds,
side.
and then the
It was
retakes
just
aren't as doable.
such
So
a
if they
problem
do get
for
over
them
towards
that
the
they
site and
couldn't fight
plant,
back in, and DRG,
like your average round might
we
be
can see
20,
it here,
30
they're not scared
seconds
of taking
longer.
that space.
Like actual games
Immediately
might just be 10
wresting
minutes
control
longer
of A
now.
main out of the hands of Rare Atom.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been a
It
little
might be
fake
pretty
out
rough to
attempt
watch.
regardless because of the
Or it
stack
just
sword
goes the
being
other way and
half
everyone's
after
just
rotated and got back out.
mental.
But still, I agree. And this is the competition we want to see, but let's see how they remedy this.
And everyone
default
just
that we
tries to
saw
fight
get
like T1 on site.
deconstructed last time around. Again,
And
very
or
familiar
just sends
post-fight
it.
setups, but here Paranoia in place a little bit more aggressively around the choke, so some change up to that regard. Just when do they trigger it all?
They know Satoshi's here in this corner as well. While the rest of the players starting to try and fight through from Market, and the flank coming through from Flexin. He's behind them.
Dude,
They
no
might
one-
not be aware.
no one on
They've
top of
got
this,
no
even
clue.
though
There's
there's no
1-2,
trip.
not the third
It's not even like
Ackerman.
he's
And
TP
Spirit,
past the
that's
trip.
their
There's just straight up no
opportunity to
trip
fight
there.
back in. Brilliantly worked from DRG, and again in a different way, deconstructing that.
Joga, thanks so much for the 8 months.
Yeah, it's not quite a Forsaken moment, but it's one to rival for sure. Really, really nice play from Flexin. And now I can't
Minimum
even
value?
really
Yeah, but there's no
blame
trip
Rare
here.
Atom for,
Unless
right?
there's like a
They had
minimap
that really
bug.
strong setup that I wanted to see because of how streamlined the retake has been through Boba, has been through Market out of Dragon Ranger Gaming, and just that backstab was the go button for the side of Dragon Ranger Gaming. So huge call from Flexin there to be like, hey guys, hold, I have the win con play, and then that's when it all collapsed inwards. So Dragon Ranger Gaming reached double digits here, and the only round that Rare Atom has been able to find has been that Dragon Ranger Gaming bonus, so we've got to see this half buy kind of convert here.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Obviously.
crazy guy.
But Duran's good for
A nice
one,
flash,
but
man.
Spirit says good for 2. A main
When
fight
Spirits
won
is
out
feeling
yet
it, he's
again
like
by
he's honestly one of the
DRG.
funnest to watch. His aim is so
Potentially Rare Atom
satisfying.
can pick up their own upgrades here.
He's
their
also
teammates, but
slightly
just
crazy.
still the stinger in hand.
High
and
lower.
Spirit watching for this, doubled up with Flexin. High-low setup here
Oh,
with the crouches.
Smoke's actually just on their
Smoke
head.
is going to be good for it, but Spirit and Flexin and
Yeah, I mean, this is
Vukashu
locked down
all
right now.
finding the kills, all finding the impacts.
Hello Mo, how we doing, mate?
DRG
Thanks so
find
much for the
11.
34 months. Thank you, thank you.
Ooh, and that's again just it feels like a Spirit Z1 round, right? You saw Ackman trying to play together with them, flash
Looking
a
like
little
a
bit
3-0.
late,
Is
but
leaning
boy,
that way.
They keep raps on it regardless. I did see the confidence signs like we wanted to see out of Rare Atom though, just how confident they were on the dive here towards Elbow. They got that space. Just unfortunate they weren't able to keep more players alive here, and that we were able to see that really effective trio clash over towards Elbow side. So, ooh, we're rerunning this again?
They're going for it at least.
I mean, it's a free
Waiting
site.
For it. The blind side out.
One kill trip.
Gate crash quickly towards Ali.
That was the. It failed so badly last time. Let's do it
Still being
again.
spotted
The
there
site will
by
be weak, and it is
Dimensional
weak.
drift of Jurt. A site is in the control here of Rare Atom, but that smoke. That smoke
No
is
one
so
to get a kill
damn
off of the
powerful,
kill
and yeah,
trip
like
as
you
well.
said, 5
Oh, it
ultimates
does look like it's going to hit a lot.
DRG, the relay bolt out. Ackerman's been caught, so that's one
It's a
taken
great
away. The
Omen
rifle
flash. Oh
coming
my god, the
back
Omen
in,
flash hit
Cashew
both,
with
bro.
a kill
Dude, the
and
reactive
Eurosets
Omen
as well.
flashback was
They
sick
want
as
the
well.
information. The Spirit C1 is giving it to them as well with that dimensional drift to come on through. Flexin, no, Nick. Taking each other down. Midnight now left 1v3. Do they know where he is? Well, they do now. He's been spotted. That's the first kill onto Flexin.
Why
Spirit
did
so has his
Dude,
number.
Flexin hit such
Map
a
point
nice
now for
flash there.
DRG, and on this defense side, they are looking unleashed right now.
When are you going to return to
Ooh,
coaching?
yeah,
Want to see the
I
idea?
was curious about
Hey,
that.
I think
like
I've
the
priced
Spirits
myself
one
out of
fake like, hey,
coaching
we're
right
gonna
now.
fight A main. Just kidding. I'm gate crashing out. And then they play the retake.
There's only
game. I
like,
saw the 5 ults and I'm like,
because
I know
obviously
what's coming.
I wouldn't do
did
it for
like
less
the
money
intent
than
from
what I
Rare
make
Atom
at the moment.
understanding, right, from Satoshi especially, like, hey, I have to
And
fight
then
forward.
there's pretty much
We know
only
these
2
ults are about
orgs
to
that
come
pay that
in.
much at the
The
moment,
paranoia's on the choke, we're
which
good as
is
well. It's just,
NRG and
again,
G2.
They had so many more
That's it.
resources banked and ready for that moment on the side of Dragon Ranger Gaming that it was inevitable that that was going to come through. And either they keep the overdrive online here now to combat maybe Guren and Satoshi with their own ultimates could be the key that they need to try and thwart, I would say, another kind of Hunter Fury-fueled exec like we've seen.
What about Bleed? Yeah, those guys are good.
Flash, Satoshi, again, the opening kills going the way of Rare Atom, but they've not been able to find success off of it. But they need success here, lest they fall 2-0 down in this series. Again, they haven't found some instant immediate control, and they're dipping away from this. Yet more of that indecision potentially plaguing their minds, and the Prowler re-clear towards A main hasn't spotted anyone, so DRG are happy to also send most of their rotations over here towards the B site, and now Rare Atom are fighting in towards the stack. Nick nearly taking down Jer inside of mid as well. This one
Oh, guys,
dangerous, and Rare Atom smoke in their face. They're
Doesn't
dipping away
feel
from it again.
too comfy right now.
So, I mean, it's a good call based off of what
30
we just
seconds
saw.
cancel
terms of the
over
fade
towards
and
B. Were they
re-rotation,
going for a split?
Again, Flexin
Kill
is-
trip, 3
his
people on
calling
site.
is
Oh boy,
usually
20
on top of
seconds,
things like
25
this.
seconds.
I think we had a call as well from Nick to not to
Camera's gonna
re-rotate.
spot a lot of them
Mark
as
it.
well.
Yeah,
All comes
I am
down
worried
to if
that
they
no one
kill
has
this guy
direct
over.
eyes
I
on
mean,
Market,
Spirits
but
might just own
Spirits
this
will
round.
in a really good position here if they don't clear it.
The weirdest pause,
Yeah,
but
and Guran absolutely hasn't cleared him. He found a second.
Sick.
Potentially
pause in the
3.
end.
No, Vakashi with a kill, but
Double.
3 in response. It's now 1 versus 2 for Nick. Je, 3 HP.
Oh,
it might
especially
be
when that
enough,
happens.
but no. It's no
Right,
there
they're still
to
alive,
at
though.
least salvage something, but still 4 required. This one is still looking so difficult for Rare Atom, but potentially there's a chance for them, Zobi, with that round win.
A little close again. That indecision we mentioned when they cut noise with just 40-ish seconds left to go. Again, danger around Spear Z1, but the trade's effective, leaning in the way of Rare Atom, managing things in the moment, and a risk well taken there by Nono to take the 1v1 to shield Ja with 3 HP left. Like that, we only need 4 more to get to OT here. And I do feel like they've had fairly successful B takes. It's been the late round conversion that's faltered when Vukushu doesn't pop off, and that might be what we're getting.
God.
oh, nice though.
Satoshi's found a double though.
Damn, bro.
Popping off, and he's found a third.
He's going crazy. Omen TP over towards B main. Surely it doesn't work again. Camera hasn't been checked yet.
No, there's no
Dude,
trip in
please
that
consider
spot,
it.
But Satoshi might be expecting it. I don't necessarily know about this. And Ackerman, he's just holding inside a Boba. Okay, Flexin has been spotted
Dude,
there by
what
Satoshi.
a round
Found
from the
Forward. Now
Neon.
Ackerman through the wall. Pops his
Great
overdrive
stun,
ultimate
my
invested, and
goodness.
these last two players are so low. They're so isolated from each
I
other.
just
Stunned
ran
up,
out.
but Guran
Dude,
wins it
Satoshi's
out.
had the
Atom
sickest
now
round,
with
though.
2 in a row for the first time in what seemed like forever.
Ooh, and Dragon Ranger Gaming feeling like they're getting antsy to close. Great attempt there from Bukashu.
Jesus.
That paranoia didn't come through. I'm sure he would have
Jesus.
gotten the 2-piece, and Satoshi
Nuts,
wouldn't
man,
have
like a
gotten
robot.
4K. Achman there. Fair, I would say, definitely on the overdrive. I think he was hoping that his teammate would be alive as well to play off of it, but all in all, finally have broken the bank for Dragon Ranger Gaming as well, so should give them a chance at this
kill
level
trip,
to 10,
passing
and
in
that's exactly
position
why
to...
they're carrying just
Whoa.
on aggressively into this A site.
Actually TP's away and they don't get anything for it.
Retakes can be from DRG towards A.
Damn,
On pass
5v5
on kill
retake.
trips for
They might have
Bukashu here as
to
well.
just save
So
the
it's just
3
gonna
guns.
be, good old 5-on-5 retake simulator and see how it pans out this time around.
Would be the most China way to end a map, though, if
no
DRG are
way.
able to win it on the anti-eco. And
What do you do?
Ashley's got
Just
him tag
prod?
onto one,
Just
so
wait for
some
picks?
information, but it's just all from this spot. Jerk pushing up forwards. He's up close and personal with them. Prowler in his face. He's able to deny it. Haunt as well, but Vikashu is there. He's got a Vandal, and he ain't afraid to use it. But Satoshi is not afraid to use his
Flexing,
either.
man.
It's flexing 1-on-3.
Oh.
Yet again, the last one in the clutch.
Surely
He's
not.
been able to find one, but 7 health. And these last two players dipping away. Tails to the wind between their
Ooh,
legs.
that was a nice
Flexing,
try on
creeping
this
into
one.
the angle, taken down. It's no
Okay,
again.
this is the
to
big
be
buy, though.
player
This
with
was
the
low buy
final
from
kill
them.
in the round, and now just a deficit of 2. Rare Atom are starting to climb back from this, but one thing that I'm aware of is I'm pretty sure DRG still have a timeout in their back pocket.
True.
I mean, oh, that's a ridiculous transfer from Satoshi.
I mean,
The
they
blind
use
spot?
it.
Yeah, dude, they've both been doing
but
it.
I think Rare Atom have finally
Looks like more of a
struck that
meta
balance
thing
that they're
in
asking for
China.
between having the confidence to fight forward players
Sussy
like
with the tier 1,
and,
thanks so
and
much for the 3
knowing
months.
when to fall off, to play for that time, play for that win, like we saw them in that 1v2 against Flexen. And that's what's dangerous here is Dragon Ranger Gaming. Their radar is kind of fluctuating to that degree, and I think that's what this timeout is for. It's for that recalibration. Last one as well before regulation is up, before we get to overtime. I like you not saving it for, the OT round, like make or break. In his last 2 maybe strats through. Again.
EMEA? Sideshow's
These
watching
rounds
EMEA,
have
right?
been so close.
Watching in at one point.
The last one was a little
Either
bit more
tomorrow or
relaxed. I
for
think there
the
was some heroics from
semi-final
Flexen,
stuff.
But the 2 prior to that, like one wrong move, one more kill, and it could be a
That's because it's all at the same time as well, I think.
Dragon Ranger Gaming up 2-0. And Bine is so
Haste
many
me with the
question
prime as well.
marks
Thanks so much for the A-moms.
Yeah.
I also think
Really
it's
gotta go for either
also think it's weird with like the different formats at the
Who
moment.
knows what will happen on Bind? This is just a reminder there. That's DRG's permaban. They've first banned it 6 times.
Do I keep up with Pokemon these days,
Rare
bro?
Atom,
I was
they haven't
as soon as
banned
it went
they
over
haven't played it or
151,
picked
I
it
was
either.
out, bro.
It's always one that's
There's
floated
too many
through,
numbers,
either
man.
decided that they haven't played, or just banned out by their opposition. No, teleporting
Sticks
in
it.
towards the back
Okay.
lines. Well, DRG are going to
While
have to put a
there's-
question
Dude,
mark
Spike?
into this.
Yeah, this is simultaneously while Zhu was dimensional drifting into
3
A
pass
site,
and push
right?
from middle.
And in the meantime,
Dude, it's kind of interesting because most people will go try and find the Omen or, but they they just pushed forward and took all the space. I genuinely never seen anyone tackle an Omen or like this. Just ignore him and then just go duel them in their spawn.
Literally, both of those
I've never
would've
seen
been
it- I've
perfect
never
in
seen
that
a round like this.
opportunity. Been
I've never
taken
seen a
away
team do
from
this
them.
against
DRG in a
Nominal.
4 versus 3, no solo on HP as well. Vikashu has that kill. Now 2 against 4. This is a chance for Rare Atom. Toshi.
Yeah, you ain't getting away with that,
looking
mate. You
to
got
try
to
and
duel
bait out
this.
some gunshots. And, well, he knows that they're still here.
No flash, only 1
Both
stun.
players now creeping into this.
There's the
but
stun, you
so
gotta
many
swing with
angles
it.
to watch for. The
Oh.
relay bolt doesn't connect,
Oh.
but there's the overdrive of 1-2.
Really?
Spike still not in their
Guys, you can
hands,
wait
but
for the
now
tether to go
even
away.
Out in the man count, trying to fight on
I should have
in.
waited for the
It's
tether
Vikashu
to
to
fade
shut
out.
it down.
Dude, they give that a
Satoshi,
nice try, though.
as you might.
Oh
Cannot
boy.
Find the
Rare
success.
Atom, man.
Rare Atom,
It's not looking good.
after not losing a map
Might
in
be the
this
3rd year in a
entire
row.
tournament, Now on the precipice
Pretense, hello.
of
Appreciate the
not
17
winning a map
months.
here in the grand final.
Not a chance.
Third grand finals appearance.
Respect.
That
You
does
gotta
not
ask
go
sometimes,
their
though,
way.
otherwise you don't
0-3
get.
the first time, 1-3 the second. We don't want another 0-3 in the books, and they're hinging it all on a map that they have
It's
not
tragic for
seen
them.
their
I mean, they nearly
opposition
won the
on, but they
2v4.
themselves
I
have
like
not
this round
played
against
this
Phenomenal.
tournament. But to wrap up our chapter here on Sunset, I mean,
They got a little
like
fortunate for sure with the spike,
just
but
a little bit too late in that second half. We talked about playing with confidence, playing like you are here for a reason, that you are at the same level as Dragon Ranger Gaming, regardless of if they were a VCT, a Champions
back
team
in a
or
little bit.
not. And there are moments in
What
that
is
first
the,
half from players like
what is the
Midnight,
potential
insane
loss now?
anchorage here. You know, there's some insane moments
It
from Nono
is
as
Bind.
well, and then the side swap
Wait, isn't this
happened, and it felt
DRG's
like
best map?
we
Bind?
wanted to see that Jaw, that Guron
Bind is
flare a
fully
bit
wrong.
more than we did.
Yeah, it's, the pistol rounds really came into things as well here. A double pistol win for DRG, and the final deficit, just those 3 rounds. So, you know, potentially we go into overtime. Things are played out slightly differently, especially in the second half.
Oh no,
It's
they've been
allowed
banning
DRG
Bind.
to really
Okay.
get that springboard going of
Ah,
how
dude,
they wanted
surely
to
they win
perform.
this
You
one.
can
This is
see
the-
in
this
those
is the map
highlights
they've
as
been
well, when they
banning.
started to get the momentum. It felt like there was nothing that Rare Atom could do to really fight against that. I mean, these kills from Vikashi were ridiculous too. Just everything that this man was doing was ridiculous, but it wasn't just Vikashi. Flexen as well had some massive moments like we see here. Ackerman as well, Nick, when they were needed, stepping into
Okay,
the
I mean, we
limelight.
should be getting a
Everyone
4th map. There's no way they win.
finding
They ban this every
success
map, every
here
game.
for DRG, and for Rare Atom yet again in the
Surely.
doldrums. But,
Surely they get this one.
you know, I mean, hey, in the previous
Chambers
match,
with the tier 1, thanks so much for the 4
we
months.
saw
And
things go a different way. So
RDKV
let's
as well,
hear the
thanks so
team
much for the
comms,
prime.
and
Appreciate
we'll
the 8
get back
months
to you
as
just
well.
after
Thank you for that.
this.
pick up，来信，要假要假要假要假，pick pick，完，你们可以去顶这边，顶这边，go back，go back，I help side，I come back，I come back，I help side，帮你进了，帮你进了，推黑了，我推黑了，这里一个，这帮你一个，帮你一个，帮你一个，架，哇！我的妈！哇！好绝唱，兄弟们！帮点，你帮这个。好，祝你安息。左边。那！你们几个在干嘛？立刻提包在这里啊！包在这里啊！听我说，那个在那边跟我架这里是什么意思？我在想他会走，他会回 A 角，你知道吗？因为他刚刚不是开大了，他被照了一下，他还在 elbow，很奇怪。Nice round，兄弟们。后卫。
Spirits is the MVP. I mean, can you say anything more? This man was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, 5 multi-kills, 256 ACS. I would not argue with that assumption. And while Vukushu also had a number of multi-kills, I mean, some near aces on this map, it was just his consistency here on this map. The dimensional drifts were always on point. We're always cracking sites wide open on the attack. And even on the defense, he just knew where to fight and when on some of these retakes there. And... even kind of tracked some of the craziness in terms of Rare Atom and all these top mid antics that they were trying to go for. So very, very well done there. And honestly, I will say, yeah, this is a map where it's like there wasn't a particular standout in my mind for DRG because we mentioned how every single player was pulling their weight. And on the side of Rare Atom, we were still kind of asking for more from their star player like Ja. And so I'm still waiting for it.
This can't be a third time in a row for Rare Atom. Surely it can't be a third time in a row for Rare Atom, but I mean, if it's not to be, then they're going to have to reverse sweep this grand final. And that's not something that happens easily. We've seen, I mean, hey, in the previous match, DRG got off to a 2-0 and it went to map 5. So there's still an opportunity for Rare Atom to fight back into this one. But right now, they are still... like, even in that previous match, DRG went 2-0 up, it went to map 5, but they still won out the series. It's going to be so damn difficult for Rare Atom to get back into this game. And we were saying in the map that they were getting into these good positions as well. The round advantages, they had more first kills than DRG did, but even still, it's getting to the sites, the end rounds, where they really fell short. And that's somewhere where we're going to have to try and see an improvement on Bind.
I mean, you saw it. 6 out of 11 post plants, though. So, I mean, we know one of the win cons, one of the strengths of Rare Atom is those retakes. So, something to keep an eye on, especially for a map like Bind. I think that's more retake-centric. But I am also so curious for kind of Rare Atom put their money where their mouth is in terms of that map pick, because it felt like a major risk to confirm you would play it no matter what, instead of a safe pick like Haven or Lotus that is left to our map 4 and 5 that we might not even see if Dragon Ranger Gaming is able to close this out in 3-0 flawless fashion.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot of question marks, but hey, the team that was literally a question mark got eliminated yesterday, so we would just get answers after the break.
Dude, what did DRG even... what did they even bring out on this map? It's their permaban. They bring out a Reina? Oh boy. This is the permaban right here. This is permaban, play some comfort. Let's try frag out. You got a Cypher, Brim, Reina, Jet, Sky. They're gonna try frag out.
Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, very quickly.
It's it's an approach.
Again here, bind map number
Probably one of the
3,
better approaches. It really reeks of we've never we've never practiced.
Departure from the norm here with a double duelist, double controller. But then you look at DRG and they're bringing along a Reina. Like, what's going on? What's happening?
Highs 89. Holy hell! Thanks so much for the 10 gifted, bro. Did you do that literally just as I left the PC? Thank you so much, dude.
But for the side of
there we go.
Thank
Thank you so much for the 10 gifted, man. I really do appreciate that if you're still here. Thank you for doing that.
VCT China, and they played
We've got Mystery Live as well. Thank you with the Prime mate. And Flow as well. Thank you so much with the bits.
I feel like is a little based for this map, a little old.
The EMEA Ascension format? Yeah, it's not great.
But Jet Reina?
This is a ranked comp? Yes.
That is absurd.
This is a...
Tell me a little
This is a we
bit
haven't
about where
practiced
this
map. Let's
composition
frag
that we're
out.
seeing out of Adam may be coming.
Let's see if the individuals can win this.
We have the last
You're allowed
time
to
that
play
we saw
how you
them
want.
play Bind was in the China national competition. This was from what I can tell, the 13th of July that we see coming through.
If Atom lose to this, I mean, this would be a horrendous way to lose.
Satoshi on the Raze, Jer on the Yoru still, Guran on the Chamber, Midnight on the Sky, and Yihao.
You gotta be ready to be disrespected because you would imagine they're just gonna do crazy stuff. Full pass and stack on the right side for Atom.
On the Brimstone instead. The DRG on the attack yet again here. And, well, straight away, Jet has taken down Spirit. Reina not finding impact right now in his pistol round, but Ackerman jumping through here on the Jet.
Okay, hold up.
And 2 kills in response.
If this guy...
Frag means it's
Damn.
3 versus 3 equally.
Really on.
So, Vikashi finding the kill, and Jet is still only on 10 HP. So, DRG looking really
10 HP against a Frenzy, what a nightmare.
I mean, Achman running
people for life with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 3 months as well, bro. Thank you for done that.
Fuel and I mean, Vukushu, if he'd fallen at midnight, I might have thought this round was winnable from the multi-directional threat.
I mean, he's got a smoke for Spike.
No. In the 1v2, you can see Vukushu re-wrapping from Shower to ensure there isn't any 1v1s taken against Nick, who is low HP here. This should
been a lot
be
of
nice
frenzies lately. Yeah, it's come back a little bit. It got the buff of 3 extra bullets, right?
The U-Haul position to isolate this Sky fight, but even then,
Oh.
after that fact, you gotta deal with Vukushu.
They absolutely do. Got a ghost to his
very,
name,
very
and
nice.
No, just did not
Dude, imagine
know
it.
of his position, not aware that he was just inside a short, and yet again, DRG finding the pistol round win here. This time though, it's Rare Atom's map pick. Not forget. I mean, DRG, they certainly started with some pace. Let's call it that.
Liquid 2021 comp.
We thought it was
Yeah, we've
bumpy
definitely used
with
this
how
comp
the
before.
Opener went up against Spirit Z1, but
Jet Reina.
the trades
Maybe not
come
with
through
this
very,
though.
very clean. And
Maybe not with
yeah,
a
this comp for
Cypher.
Rare Atom feels like it fits their roles and their style a bit better. And we talked about how they were not very well off on Crowd without a Viper, so glad to see Midnight back. But I'm gonna be looking towards Guran and his fade. We know he likes the Sova, so this round though, I do feel like Bind and Confidence go very well together. So the triple walk down A, very, very clean here. I'm curious to see what Vukushu's reaction is going to be once this trapwire gets destroyed, though.
He's looking through cave. Seems to be his
Nice
pathing,
guy,
but
chill.
as that happens, DRG
And he held 3
go up through B main, and well,
Should've
it's
got the timing.
Midnight and Nono on the site, but Vikashi still finding the kill here. Ackerman is in, meanwhile, on B.
He had to double gauge.
They didn't clear Vuka.
No,
That's
they
funny,
didn't.
man.
Midnight's creeping round in elbow. They've
Uh-oh.
missed each other, and the right click in the smoke.
Oh,
Spirit's
okay.
taken down, but flexing
A trade.
with a trade. Trade comes in, and DRG in 4 versus 3. They've got the guns, they've got the advantage as well, and Vukashi's going for this wrap all the way through CT. Satoshi with
Yeah,
one,
very,
but
very nice.
Ackerman
Let's see, man. Big buy round.
the
They
two
can get a
with the
Sky ult pretty
Guardian.
early.
That flank wasn't even needed. Just an extra insurance policy there for DRG. They've got some nice ideas on this map, but the composition is still such a question mark to me when we actually get into these rifle rounds, and I also wonder how impactful Spirits is going to be with this Empress, right? When the ultimates come on through. That's my main question here, Zobi, because we praised him for for his dimensional drifts. How is he going to be able to get the
Full
same amount
bonus.
of impact here with this rain?
Tell you what though, the 4-pass and force at long B might work okay. 3-pass and they're gonna get a rotate, but they might be able to bust before the Yori gets into a good position.
Little bonus round.
Dude, 4-pass and rotate.
Though that Achman has to take on the primary duelist role this time around, right? Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? He's
so
not
Yori
that
take the
mischief
TP
managed kind of individual. He has to be there. Entry off his flashes, entry off his util, and
dude, if they TP'd right now,
that's a little bit more difficult.
It would be incredible.
Just a little bit more. That respect of a game.
Dude, they're going back. This is gonna get weird.
Sort of things. Look at the disrespect from Ja. Again, pushing this agenda. This time's gone through.
Do we consider this and jump this?
It should be good for at least a few with this Vandal.
It could have been way worse.
Potentially trigger discipline getting away from him there.
Why is this DRG's comp? They just don't play the map, man.
Still, he's found the advantage.
They're perma ban.
Rare Atom. They're going for another re-exploration. Spirits is going to get caught there on B.
They get a plant though. They get Seekers for next round.
Have found themselves a vacant
they can do some damage here.
For the spike plant.
Bukashu right now can one-shot 2. And one of these is here. Oh, okay, well.
Or not.
Yeah, I mean, Nick's the one that got the weapon back, has Seekers, has a singular guiding light or flash online. He gets one here and gets off the line. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nice shot though.
Very winnable. It still is, but that paint shell.
Yeah, take one more with you, maybe.
Midnight's behind him as well.
And I
don't think he knows.
Wait.
Diffuse is being
whiffed
stuck
on
down
heavy.
Midnight.
Whoa, that dude. That was one hell of a whiff.
That's the round for Rare Atom.
Ooh. Scary for a moment, but ultimately, there it is. Rifles in hand around.
Please replay. EMEA would replay this. That might have been one of the... You heard it? Bro, that was crazy. That felt like all 30 bullets.
If we're going to lose, let's lose.
Oh god, they did replay it. Oh my god. Holy.
You have to replay that, bro. You have to replay that.
Damn, as if they replayed it. I thought they weren't going to call him out. Whoa, that was rough.
I think it took a while.
Right now. What do you mean he whiffed? It doesn't matter. Anyways, moving on. Okay, Nick, Seekers online. Little judge action for Ja. Again, pushing A main. I'm waiting for DRG to pick up on these A-side tendencies.
EMEA would have had to slow mo to that, yeah, for sure. I didn't think other regions would be as brutal to watch that.
They're still just playing their own kind of individualistic game. Again, very just kind of following through on the sites they set their initial plan on.
Information coming through as well, the Trailblazer. A lay route over the top forces Midnight away from the angle that he was watching.
This is nice though. Lose long control, Prowler out to see if there's one lurking.
In the way of DRG, they're stymied for now, and Snake Blight comes on through as well. DRG in, though. They're playing ahead of this.
Wow, he got one before he went down.
Aware of Satoshi backside, still able to find
and they inserted Reina here, and they have no idea. Wait, they actually have no idea. And Seeker spotted this one close. Did they just cancel and chill? Dude, he could call him back. Oh my god, it's a big round. It's such a big round. This guy's going to take so much space as well. Dude, this is the big buy round. They have to eco if they lose this.
Spike is going back towards B. This is perfect. He's going to be able to catch so many of these rotations coming through. Satoshi now caught.
Sure, he did it right though.
Midnight there with a trade. That is crucial.
Would like to have backed off after, but...
And Rare Atom should win this foot race here over towards the B site.
Yeah, that's why I wanted someone to stay to keep that presence towards A, because now with 12 seconds left,
they lost every...
against the Flash, you're fighting up against the Viper from Midnight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, they're off to such a good start with this comp, man.
Advantage 1v2, but it's ever so slightly. 12 HP for Vuka.
The lurking Reina, bro.
Nick regrowth to top him off. Now.
I say lurking, they pretty much X-sected and he snuck into elbow.
Dragon Ranger game to close out.
So, getting into the site, not position known, but Nick is inside of elbow. That's a difficult position to try and clear, and he's been spotted. No is aware that Vukashi's going to be playing from main as well, but just doesn't quite know which place and which angle.
Huge, man.
Just caught in two minds, and Vukashi takes advantage.
They got an eco now.
With
they can get a really good score on this half.
Stay ahead.
Yeah, I was really nervous about that callback to B. I liked it because they knew and heard that everybody rotated off, but I really wanted Spirit Z1 to wait until Spike was a little bit closer to the site to take that contact, or again, I needed a player like Vukushu to go for the flank on the flank, right? After they already had Spirit Z1 pressuring spawn. I feel like an air wrap would have been perfect. Anyways, all that to say, Dragon Ranger Gaming still wins.
Bukashi's not going to miss
again, some really effective site trades that look.
Everyone can get one shot.
The death of them, but.
The big find though.
All right.
They know Raze has ult.
Despite the eco round here.
And they saw Raze jump to the left.
Looking very confident around this double duelist and how they're playing it here.
Okay, this is Vault 2 here though.
Crossfire set up, crossfire escape.
Spirit's still going for it. No one even close to him.
Dirt still inside a garden. He's been spotted. The flash perfect. Get that information, and Spirit with the dismiss just dips on through the toxic screen. Has a little look-see and knows that they're there.
It's been so long since we've seen a Reina, I feel like.
A minute and they still have the advantage with the guns. They know they don't have to pop just yet. I
mean, you saw Raze on the dismiss. You saw the incendiary come.
Reina? I like a Reina, man. I like a Reina. It's not great, but you can definitely do stuff that makes it good.
Is where the hero rifle is with Midnight, and he has a really good position to find, similar to what Ja did a few rounds back.
Well, if they don't check for this... The Trailblazer in the way.
Oh,
they've completely
Jesus
missed
Christ.
him. He doesn't know that Vukashi's behind him still. This is ridiculous.
Holy.
He's just let them all pass. This is
How many?
What a position from Midnight. There's the first kill, but not quite the second. Snakebite out.
My guy.
Util in hand. Rifle now dropped.
Not like
and
that.
Potentially the opportunity for Rare Atom to get this round has now gone away from them because it's just pistols.
Ah, man,
and
that's
they get
devastating.
mowed down at the gates by Spirit.
Why did he play it like that? He was so scared that Jet was going to turn around.
I have no words for that.
He's got to commit after that, though.
I mean, so much potential after. Again, DRG has some really good calling on the rotate to B, but they had really good positioning from Midnight. And yeah, that one I think deserves a Rare Atom timeout. I mean,
Utility's getting up to the ground. Could we see Reina in tier 1? Thing is, there's just better agents that do what Reina
DRG is running a composition that you probably have no scrim experience against, to put it lightly. And honestly,
not really.
Just egoing fights,
some teams might bring it out. It's normally like the best for this though, when you don't play a map and you just need to. You can just frag out. You can just do what you want.
Easy frag onto Ja in that corner tuck off the guiding light. And then
I still think it's a very good agent on defense, to be honest. It's like the best off angle agent.
Satoshi had the showstopper as well. So it's not just that they had the two-person stack, at least on that side after finding a kill, but you also knew that the showstopper was there. So again, calling away from it. Midnight, I'm surprised, number one, that Vukushu didn't get the timing to get the kill, the backstab on him. And number two, I'm surprised that he only gets one there.
You think you have potential to win champs on Liquid One coaching? I mean, I think we should have won in 2021,
The ideas have been super creative. And they've been finding, again, early impact like they did on
It's a shame there was no lower bracket.
But again, the follow-throughs just aren't there.
We also didn't deserve to win playing like that, so.
Unfortunately.
But a lower bracket, I feel like we would have won. But again, if we played like we did on that day, then we're done. It's also a little bit rough as well. We had a perma ban. That's always rough.
But been fairly lackluster so far, and starting out here again on Bide with a 3-5 scoreline.
Do you think's winning EMEA Ascension? I'm not sure, man.
Certainly not the best.
Because even the teams in the lower brackets, there were a couple of teams that people thought were going to win. Perma ban to a best of 5 is dangerous. I mean, we played last. That was back when Last Chance Qualifier was around. And they changed the map pool during Last Chance Qualifier. So we were playing Last Chance Qualifier on the old map pool. And then we go into champs, never even looking at Fracture.
With no utility in Dragon Ranger Gaming faction.
Hey, that's a nut shot, bro.
Why not? That's the form that they're in right now, being up 2-0 in the series.
That's a crazy pick. Man, they're actually doing it, man. They're actually doing it. They're getting all the picks.
And yeah, I mean, no could invest the orbital strike, but you're playing a 3v5.
You guys are gonna save.
Feels like Rare Atom are falling apart at the seams right now, Zobi. Not being a team that's able to put themselves together for this big of an occasion.
What if they save? Look at Vukashu.
Yeah, he's wrapping
he's
an
gonna
A.
just pinch them, and they're gonna exit as well through CT. Like I don't even think they have the option to save here. Like they're just gonna get run down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And
it's
Satoshi
gone.
may think he's safe.
Dude, they can't even save
Your
this
Vukashu
one.
Comes. Your Nip comes. Your the entire team comes.
God, they're getting
Oh
wrecked.
dear, oh no. And you can see when DRG are having fun, that's when they're the most dangerous, and they are having an absolute
Any roster
blast
moves yet?
up
I
on
mean,
the
there's
stage
loads,
right
man,
now.
at the moment.
Heard in the team comms last map. It's just continuance.
Pretty much every team
Yeah.
but like
I
5,
feel
I
like
would
the
say.
biggest smile is yeah right here, every single time, and wow, just the entire team is feeling it. I mean, that is an insane kill to get. Like,
Yeah.
it just feels
That
like
one I don't fault Jer for. That's just ridiculous
No.
coming out from Ackerman, but even still, knocked
Ooh.
down again onto a weaker purchase.
Don't push their smoke though. They feign the presence, and then they have without a gun though, and the Viper with a Bucky on the east side. I don't know if a scare tactic play to push them towards the A side is the move here, and all that
Holy, they
utility
keep
invested
getting
doesn't
picks as
matter.
well, man.
DRG are just gonna re-challenge it, right?
They keep
They
getting
are
picks.
not scared of Rare Atom to any degree right now.
And they know that
They exploits
they know that's there goes your hero gun.
It's an easy pickup from Spirit.
Dude, the
Smith
two
up,
duelists are
down,
going
but a little bit
insane.
more information, but Guiding Light still
Nice
also
shots, yeah. I mean, they're
finds
feeling it.
nothing. No pushing out of Hookah, and now he's been at least heard by Flexen. The share of shots ringing out and echoing across sand. What do you do if you're Rare Atom in this situation? You can't save Sheriffs, you can't save a Bucky, but you just know that this round is going to go DRG's way. You can feel it unless Joe can be able to get something here. Nono's found one, but the shorty up close from Spirit.
It's gonna re-challenge
Hey,
you.
look at them go.
I mean, you have the Empress online. You can take as many fights as you want here.
Down.
And if not, you
They
have a
are
teammate right
owning
at
them,
your
man.
side. So even though it looks egotistical in the way that they're taking these engagements, they still have that plan B, that backup, right? We still have you double swinging even if it's dry. We still have Flexen backing up the Reyna, who's ego pushing the player that collected a rifle from Vukashu. I mean, we kind of like mentioned this felt like a Rankers-esque composition, but they're still playing it at a world-class champions level, just on the micro level, just the way
They're up against an AWP. Are they just going to group and just send it? Does look like it.
Entirety is on full display.
Seekers is pretty good against it. And they got this combo as well.
Yeah, this is a Vukashu as well. We've seen him have some
Man,
highlight plays today.
Vukashu's like
Vukashu
one of
that
the
they were
weirdest,
missing at Paris,
one of the
potentially,
weirdest
if they had him, they wouldn't
ciphers
need to
we've
be
seen.
Here, but they're in this situation. They've
He like
certainly
lurks
been
all the
playing
time,
to it.
but he love it. I've never seen a
set for
cipher apart from
3-0
maybe
right now.
Alpha.
Look at Rare
Love
Atom.
us.
They're in the doldrums,
Oh,
in the dumps, not even
no,
the
bro.
showstopper is
Love
able
a
to
sniper
do
as much as
anything.
him.
The catch comes onto the door frame.
Vukashu survives on 4 HP, by the way.
These players, Nono and Guro
Surely he
trying
doesn't
their
get
best to
this.
Fight it. Vukashu's on 4 HP, but Spiritsy won on the site with a kill.
Yeah, the TPO.
Back to sight these players, but the neural theft revealing their positions, giving that information away. Yeah, has an operator. It's a tricky spot with this gun.
Can you tell us that the DRG can't make
Ideal for these
sense?
kinds of
I mean,
moments.
they got everything they need.
Does anyone
You got
be pressing me with a
smokes,
retake off at
You got flashes. You got a
Say,
dog.
There you go. There you go.
They're just, I mean,
Vukashu has
they're
the
just
oversight
feeling it,
here,
mate.
dimensional drift coming through
Sometimes
from
it's
Jer.
an FPS game.
Gather that information.
Do the whole
Flexen
Bren thing.
spotted inside of halls. Do they know about Vukashu?
If you're just
That's
aiming,
one
you can
question.
just win.
The incendiary comes on through. That's perfect. Now 1 versus 1. Gate crash
Ooh.
on out, teleporting round to the other side.
No
Spotted.
way.
Right
4
click.
HP. No way,
Vukashu
man.
Cannot be
There's no
stopped.
way it happens like that as well, dude.
Oh, and if the
God, they're getting
scoreline
so
wasn't a
owned.
confidence killer, that
They're getting
shot
so
is,
owned,
I mean,
bro.
We talked about how low HP Vukashu is in that moment. He has an operator, which is not ideal in the 1v1 clutch, much like Juz was in the retake. I mean, wow, if Rare Atom can't win rounds like that, what rounds can they win? I mean, the 2v2, they were surpassing all
Oh.
odds. And then you just get sat like that. Your star player, too, just out of the air, sniped.
Yeah, as soon as the Euro TP's to the other side, it's kind of doable. He would have got spammed for that box.
And that's the second, I believe, Rare Adam timeout, right? And again,
I mean, what a nightmare.
The first half. I think it's every map.
Listerib, thanks so much for the 10 months. Appreciate the prime. Sipter as well. Thanks for the 15 months, man. Appreciate the tier 1.
DRG. And again, it's the moment that I was said, yeah, Vakashi's been stepping
Got a compliment
up,
from your got a compliment from your coworker from the March hoodie. Love that.
I have been stepping up. Want to see me do it again?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you for that.
HP clutches it out, and
glad you like it as well.
Again, cannot find anything from these starting blocks, from these moments. And, I mean, the N80 of China right now looking
in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much as well, bro. Appreciate that.
With a third loss in a row, it's the most
Velocity went unbeaten in their group.
You would
I will
be
say,
looking for,
dude, the playoffs would be fun for Ascension. I'm excited.
After this really late stage timeouts, they've been able to get 2 rounds minimum. At the better, they've been able to get back to a 6-6. So if there is a maybe not this round, maybe next round we could see it. I'm looking at the bot and I'm like, the Copium.
You watching EMA games today? Nah, not today. I might watch tomorrow though. There's big knockout games tomorrow.
No, Judge online. Okay, check. Ja, aggressive outside of A main's been really nice.
At the very least, I'll watch. At the very least, I'll watch it when it's the final 4.
Close and personal that if you fall here, that knife falls out the window.
So,
love hearing me try to pronounce Indian names. Dude, I'm so bad with them.
In this round, obviously,
I'm so bad with every name.
With the
But like Indians and
Judge for no, but they keep
sometimes the Japanese names as well. I struggle.
Eco rounds, and DRG just ignore it completely and are heading up B main yet again. Been their remit these past few rounds. Cashew wrapping through cave. Might get some kind of catch on something here. He's expecting.
Oi, that's a shot though.
What a shot that
Fado
is.
hits everyone over towards long as well. Now what?
Potentially a chance and opportunity.
Oh, for God's sake.
But Ackerman through the toxic screen has Midnight's numbered. Guran spotted.
Jesus, though, they get so many picks.
To answer back.
Between Spirit and Ackerman, they just get so many picks. Every single time it seems someone die over towards B side, swinging out, or getting killed for a smoke.
I think they all were deafened. No one's really primed for 3.
Rednass, thanks so much for the tier 1, bro. Appreciate that.
So hard to call if anyone would have heard this.
Yeah, they'll know about it now.
What does this come from DRG? Guy, it's their perma ban. They've been banning it all the time.
3 kills in the round, potentially on 4.
And they came from lower bracket. That's the 5. Well. Dude, look at this guy's aim, bro.
Toshi, he's got a judge in hand. The crowd are chanting for the ace. Obi as well. If you want to see it, it would be the first one here of the finals, but Nick looking to try and take it away from him. Either way,
he insta turned around.
Immediately the 180
straight up apology.
In the eyes.
You know what you did. I know what I did. I'm sorry.
I don't think he'll be sorry.
Still smiles on the stage regardless, but
yeah.
Ooh. I mean,
a nice shot though.
They got it close, but Satoshi still went for that with a judge. I mean, I guess where do you find an upgrade, right? But even still. Nick knows what he did.
Yeah, and I mean, Rare Adam again, they have understanding of certain tendencies in Dragon Ranger gaming. They can handle Vukushu, they know his position, able to get that rifle back, but like, that's about it right now.
This is one of the better setups though.
I feel like they've been waiting
Deeper
for
smoke against the sky. They need to start doing this. Is for sure one of their better setups. If this guy can break the dog, this judge should farm.
Finally give them what they're asking for. Let's see it. No.
Are they gonna pop? Oh, they flash pop. Okay, respect. Mad respect. Dude, I thought they were gonna skydog back. They flash pop, knowing that they haven't seen the smoke and they're gonna be trying something different. Dude, they're all over them.
Over on B now, rotating.
I'm impressed, man.
To find their teammates here.
Dude, they just look to the smoke and they're like, they haven't been doing this.
2 versus 5. Cashew been given this operator, but Trailblazer spotting out Goran's position. They'll know about it. Midnight though.
Did they get wrecked on defense? I mean, sure. They can't really like stop the plant or anything like that.
A little bit of doubt in the minds. DRG,
and once they lose over towards B, there's no like it's not you don't have a great retake or anything like that. But in terms of these two fighting the sides, like these two fighting the sides with a Sky should be pretty strong.
Yeah.
They should win some rounds just off the back of these two.
Right? You saw Aquaman
get aggressive, at least so many off angles.
And then as soon as the
like
heat's
a
at
Reina
max
Jet holding
and,
here is pretty strong, man.
the pot's boiling over, they turn the heat back down. Like, wait a minute, back out. We could lose that if Achman also falls. Because then what is it, a 2v3 suddenly? And you're fighting forward. You're playing to win that instead of playing for the save. So
yeah.
Again, they're definitely playing to have fun right now, and that's visible in the server. And then once they realize, okay, maybe we're
Dude, he
gonna
misses
misses
op shot and showers.
Immediately.
Yeah, this is the power of DRG. They have all that
Such a devastating way for Rare Atom, man. This org is so cast.
Like you say, they're so capable of just raining
3 years in
back.
a row.
That's
Three
the calling of
different
Flexin
rosters. They get over
highest
towards the
level.
final every single time they lose.
Kashi could get pressured here through showers.
This one might be the most devastating, to be honest. Losing
again,
against a team that perma-bans a map. They play a Jet Reina.
Might be able to catch something else. The layer comes in.
It's a nice change from them, though. They do the deeper smoke, knowing that they might pop flash through like last time, so they can use it to just util dump this area, but they still just get out-jawed, man. This is like a perfect example of just... Even if your comp is better, if you just get out-jawed and the other team's feeling it, you're gonna lose.
All the kills going their way. Spirit fighting forward.
This is the perfect game to back up the FPS Renren.
Double digits already, and DRG.
Experience diff. I mean, it is also an experience diff. These other guys are nervous, obviously.
Again, we said it. They're setting themselves up for a clean sweep with a 3-0.
Guys, this is the insta-ban, by the way, for Dragon Rage.
It's also one of those. You kind of saw it in the Paper X game when they played against.
Yeah,
after what is this? Is this quick math? 3, 6, 7. I think that's 8
it was
rounds.
Fnatic, right?
In a
Yeah,
row.
when
The
Doma
only
stood
round
in.
that they have lost is their
Right, when you start
bonus,
start
their
losing
round
to
that
this,
and, I
start
mean,
losing to this, you're like, oh man, we're gonna lose.
10-1
Like you know,
on deciding
you're
map
told
to
you shouldn't be
reascend
losing
to
to this stuff.
VCT after you're forced to defend your
So you know
spot.
it's like more
Nailed it,
embarrassing.
I
Oh my
like that
goodness.
team. Oh.
You know it's no. They can't be winning this round as well.
Well, yeah,
For God's
don't
sake,
worry.
dude.
Yeah, I'm blind. I'll still find 2. Yeah, sure, reasonable.
It's actually over, man.
Reasonable gameplay.
That's plot armor. What do you mean?
Yeah, this
They're winning rounds where they do
Notice
this.
on the flank here, though.
Right, it's the
Might be able to
ultimate
get
aim
something,
diff.
but I don't think it's going to matter because Ackerman's fighting forward. Flexin is watching for this position.
Yeah, sometimes
and
like
Ackerman
again, it's all about staying in the present, right?
everyone's watching for this. Judge
It's all about staying in the present. So if you're thinking about the future, you're worried about the reaction of like all the embarrassment, I guess, of losing to like a Reina or a Jet, similar to what we saw for Paper X losing against Doma with the stand-in Fnatic.
This Ascension tournament.
Hey,
Sorry
win
to
the
sort
You
pistol.
start getting out of
Sorry to throw another nail in the
being
coffin
in the
there,
moment.
but just
start thinking of the future.
it's looking so
Yeah, it's nice
difficult
shots,
right now
though.
for Rare Atom to fight back in. But like you say, Toby, they
Bro,
need
he
to
absolutely
miss
saved
around.
him. Dude, these guys are
It's just-
insta crouch spraying,
What
man.
do you do? It's
Looking like they're on the
literally
new
what
patch.
Like, look, I mean, for Instaban, they have such
Ham
set
Sandwich, thanks so much for the
procedures,
tier
right?
one.
Even just
Appreciate
Spirits,
the
you wanna
22
focus on
months.
How they recruit. It's so standout here. I had to toot the horn there for a little bit because we've seen that before, right? Like that's the second time.
Winnable.
But, okay, guys, you win the pistol, you win
No,
the follow-up.
no one on
and
that
I've
team
seen
is
this
believing
before.
right now.
Lean
say
into
that
the
much.
copium, lean into the storyline, and
Yeah.
honestly,
Hey,
I mean,
It's
That's
map
over
3
right.
of the grand final, 11-1 down.
exactly.
Why are you wearing a rug?
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like
But also,
dude,
I mean,
UK buses
a
have
great
something
storyline
similar
here.
to
Maybe
this
it's
on
also
their
the reason why Red Atom take
on
both
their
times
pattern.
the first half so frequently.
for
Is
like their
we get to
seats.
talk to them during halftime as well. So, and I
That's
will
funny.
say,
Yeah.
if this map has shown anything, Achman's like, hey guys,
Even
hey,
the
think of
coaches
me
are
for
laughing.
MVP,
I mean,
not
you gotta
Spirits
just
one, not just Vukushu.
you gotta at
I'm
least set the
rookie,
mood and
and
just
I'm
be like,
still
guys,
a
let's see what we can do,
right?
kind of thing.
And I think
Yeah.
right, they were brought up from the academy, right? And like, they're like, I don't want to be sent back, guys. Like, I'm
Yeah,
putting in
Tuna
the
was
work
good,
here. I
man.
want to see more on Jet. Have they played Jet any other maps? I know they play obviously the Waylay, the Neon, but this has been looking nice. I'm not gonna lie.
What's the secret of Rare Atom being so consistent
don't-
over the years?
No, with all
I
the
mean,
nerfs
they
coming
definitely
to
have
the
really
game,
good.
or, like,
Whoever's
you know,
like their
the
manager,
patch, I should say,
if
I
the
can
manager's
see
kept
Jet
the same
coming
for
back.
like the 3 years, like
Yeah,
he's
honestly,
good
it'd
at
be a good look for
he's good
Ackerman,
at
especially when
scouting.
Sometimes the
They
Waylay have
definitely-
looked questionable,
they definitely put a lot
closed,
into their
sometimes
team. The
isn't maybe
scouting's
best
for
fit
sure
for
good.
some maps as well. Yeah, this Jet is
a
looking
shame that-
really, really nice, and
I mean, this
it's
one's
got its
the
fans
most
in the crowd
dominant.
as well. So that's
But I think this
It's
was
always
always
good
going to
to
be like
see-
this. You play against a tier 1 experienced team. They
the
got more
Ascension
backing.
win is all he'll be thinking about right now. They're just 2 rounds away from it. A pistol round win here for DRG would
Yeah, I really hope
effectively
2027.
confirm the win.
Oh, absolutely.
For people that don't know, end of
And I feel bad
2026
for
next
Rare Atom
year,
players, the organization
right,
more
are
than anything, since they do
reevaluating
switch
what
roster to
teams
year to
are
year.
in their
Yeah,
franchising.
Midnight to be the second
I
Ascension
really
loss,
hope
but
Rare Atom get in,
also
man.
if
'Cause I mean, it's
history
been
tracks,
3
right,
years,
most of the players
dude.
from Rare Atom get
They gotta be.
reaped to tier 1
They gotta
teams
be going for
anyways.
that.
And I can rightfully say I think every single one of these players deserves that opportunity.
Do you have a question for
That's a
DRG
4,000
and Poach?
highlight
Wow,
as
you
well,
guys
by
get
the
to do
way.
interviews. That's pretty cool.
And
Into
then
a,
they convert
like,
into a
Do we have a
TP.
question for
They're gonna TP
DRG?
back. And then somehow Flexen's gonna get like 3.
oh
Mm.
yeah,
see it.
you just know it's gonna happen. He's got a classic hit. Oh,
I don't remember.
oh no. He
Yeah, have a little
actually
think.
might.
Hopefully
On
this-
the
He
smoke
actually
off
might.
angle too.
Hopefully this lasts for a
Never
little
mind,
longer
he's
so we
been
can have a
refired,
think.
but
Chobra,
look
thank
at
you so much for the
replay
raid.
coming in from
Appreciate
short.
that.
Midnight is gonna
Hope
have
the
to
Pacific
try and
games are
find
good.
more, and he's not been able to do it. So now they're fighting towards showers.
I mean, Nongshin won, right? So you'll feel like it was a good day.
Jut is flanking from behind, but I mean, he
Whoa.
might not be needed. Oh,
Mate,
there's
you
a
gotta do it
double.
all.
But now 2 still left in his way.
Oh boy.
Against himself.
Man, there's 11.
DRG lock it
Don't
down.
13-1
Match
him,
point,
surely not.
match point,
That's
series
probably
point,
the worst 11 I've done.
re-qualification
What is this,
point.
bro? He's got a
Every
little
single
boot on
point
him.
You could imagine here for DRG. 1 step away from getting back into the VCT.
Chat,
to becoming
someone
the
here must have a.
first
We must have a
ever
good question for DRG.
2-time Ascension champions. And for Vukashu, he will have done it twice.
They played
Nick,
double
he will have
duelist
done
on
it
their
twice
Palmer
on
ban.
both
They
of
went through
those
tier
rosters.
1 to back to tier 2.
And I mean,
Well, back to
huge
tier 2 for a
Vukashu as
week.
well, right?
Back to tier 1.
A rough upper performance.
I'm
but we're gonna end it
outsourcing
fast.
questions.
I can't even talk. It's
Yeah.
March's end right here.
Oh, the spray down.
Point doesn't matter.
It's
Jesus.
just completely mowed down.
Jesus,
DRG.
they
just
13-1'd them.
look
Okay,
unstoppable
well,
today.
poor Rare Atom, man. 3rd year in a row.
Ticket back to the
For
top,
DRG,
back
they've done good,
where
man.
They belong in the VCT champions.
I'm good.
Once more, they
Back
ascend
into it, another
into
year.
greatness.
Wow, and we said it at the beginning.
took a
of
vacation
this
in tier
series.
2.
We had
They did
no
good,
clue
man.
of how this would go. We could see the DRG sweep like
How
we
much
just
do you
saw
think the
today. We
tier
could
1
see it there
experience
five
help you in the
mapper,
matchup?
but
That's pretty
this
good.
is the team that went to champions, and Rare Atom. It is so unfortunate to see that.
It's nice that their it's nice that their gamble on Vukashu kind of paid off as well with him staying there.
No Ascension glory to be found, but I'm sure bright futures for all of them on the path that lays ahead.
It's such a difficult scene to see. These players
DRG winning a side quest, yeah. Let's go pick up another trophy. Kind of sick.
Today by DRG.
Did you think a Rare Atom would be picked up for tier 1? I think all of them, to be honest. There's a lot of Chinese teams that could do with upgrades.
Game against ODG, when we saw them fight against the reverse sweep.
Dodgy, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 41 months.
Today looking like the favorites, and it's not often that
China's a little
the
different from
favourites
some of the
win in
other
the
regions.
Ascension
There's
Grand
definitely more
Final here in
teams that
China,
can
but
get
that's
picked up.
because every other
Like more
time the
players that have
favourites been
opportunities to get
Rare
picked up.
Atom. And again, they fall at the final hurdle. That trophy is theirs. This moment is theirs. And an entire
Here we
year in
go.
the VCT is theirs.
And here we go. The trophy they've rightfully earned alongside the
Guys, that can't be the camera you use for the
No
lift.
one lifted it first, just everybody together, and wow.
The
I mean,
blurriest
after
camera for the
Vukashu
lift.
couldn't play in champs after they still had a good showing with Demon 1 subbing in. They come together to prove that they want that second chance at this full roster next year. And honestly, if I were them, I wouldn't make any changes.
Yeah. His 5 is looking good. Vukashu.
Salary-wise, how's China? I honestly don't know. I've only heard rumors like you guys.
It just feels so good to see it. But I believe the interviews will be coming down shortly, so we'll toss it down to BDOS with the translation.
You think DRG would have done well in champs of Vukashu? I mean, they would have had a better chance. I think they might have been able to win a game, to be honest with you. Vukashu is a big part of this team.
Coach, how do you feel right now?
A grade, thank you so much, dude. Thank you.
After like the first match, he was like, he was wondering if he was going to be like very emotional.
You're not Right, I take
Like,
it's a while for
it didn't feel as
EMU.
emotional as it did like yesterday, because it was like too easy, 3-0.
Dude, 3-0 and they 13-1 them.
What's the biggest advantage of the team?
They won their Parma ban
Yeah, it's like
13-1.
everyone's so brave and is so willing to make plays.
Lancelele, thanks so much for the prime.
What are your
Appreciate,
like upcoming goals as well?
appreciate the 44 mums.
This victory has broken his own curse of getting second place. And it's like it's good to be back to
因为这一
the
年对
league.
于 DRG 来说，其实可以用跌宕起伏来形容的。有机会参与到全年最重要的冠军赛，但是在结束之后还要重新再回来打晋升赛。那这一切的经历对你或者整个团队来说会有什么样的改变？
我觉得
And it's like been so up and down for your team. Like, what does it all mean?
我觉得就是我们之间经历的东西已经太多了，又在这次是。
Everything feels more real. We've experienced so much.
你们证明了你们
And
确
we've
实
become
是一个
strong as a
更
team.
强的团队。那此时此刻，团队的默契，包括其他方面，你又会如何去评价和形容的？
And how would you like rate the team chemistry right now?
我只能说 VCT CN 等着我们回来。
等着我们回
It's
来。
like he can only say, "Oh, BCSCN is waiting for us."
因为从巴黎结束一路走到现在，刚才也说了是非常不容易的。在这一次晋升赛也
Demon won a VCT again. Yeah, he made it.
是非常好的，但中间可能也经历了面对 AQ 那一场比赛的挫折，到现在夺得冠军。你们觉得这一路走来可能面临的比较大的困难是什么呢？
Watch Pacific
That's the
Ascension,
biggest
yeah.
challenge he had during this road.
没有什
Or
么
watch
特别
playoffs.
大的困难，就
一路走来还是觉得比较顺利的。
对我感觉只要我们齐心
I
协
think
力
nothing
就
in
没有问题
particular.
是的，从一开始其实大家自信也是非常爆棚的。
对，
那接下来还有什么想要跟观众们
The
说的话吗
Pacific stuff,
拿下了这个
sure.
冠军。
Anything
我
to
想
say
跟
to
支
the
持我们的
audience?
粉丝说，我们没让你们失望，让我们一起回到 VCT CN。
是的，没有让
Because
所有
I
人
know that we
失
didn't
望。
disappoint you guys, and
我想
it's good to be back to
今天
CN.
所有在观看
VCT
比
CN.
赛的观众，你们
But
真
this
的
is a
做到
sick
了
team,
核
man.
心
Lightning, Fast, Ross, and Rossi.
作为
That's
队
sick.
内的指挥，
The
我想
goats,
相比于
man.
其他人，其实在更多时候你需要做出一些很
They
艰
did
难的
good,
决策
bro.。
你也说过害怕因为自己的指挥队伍之后可能没有办法再继续在一起打游戏了。但是今天因为你的指挥，你们拿下了这个冠军。此时此刻是什么样的心情？这个冠军对你来说会不会有特
Or
别
like because of your IGLing, the team won today. Like, how do you feel?
时间从巴黎开始嘛，到现在
You believe in Ross? Ross is IGL, right?
然后
Take him.
And he's like maybe like from Paris to like now, like his own personal performance hasn't been great.
有个人表现这方面，所以就当自己做的那些功课都派上用场。
Shaky, thanks so much for the tier 1, bro. Appreciate that.
And it's like when all of like that behind the scenes work actually pays off.
如释重负的感觉吧。
如释重负的感觉，而且我想今天不光
Rigging the
是指
breach
挥
win
个人的
rates.
发挥也是非常精彩
Six
的，在很
games.
多时候拿下了很关键、很重要的残局，而且也打出了非常优秀的表现。那你觉得今天自己的表现怎么样？除去指挥以外，
And how do you think you played today?
3-0还说什么呢？能开心点的100分。
100分是的，无论是自己还
He's
是
like, oh, it's like a 3-0. I'm just like cheer up a
其
bit,
实
like
今天
100
在
points.
现场也来了非常多熟悉的面孔，很多其他队伍的教练呀，包括选手也来到了现场去看大家的比赛，支持你们的比赛。有没有什么话是想要对他们说的？
Do you have anything to say to like all the players, the coaches that came today to watch you
谢谢
guys?
大家一直相信 DRG 吧。我说了 DRG 回来了。
是的，相
And
信
he's
他
like
们也在
thank
等
everyone
待
for
你们的
continuously
回归，感
believing
谢
in
国
DRG.
足。
And like I said,
像
DRG's
大树
back.
Nice. Chat, this Velocity team, this would be sick if they qualified. This guy got flamed. This guy got flamed. This guy got flamed. Imagine they qualify. That'd be so sick. All 3 of these players got flamed pretty heavy.
But at this very moment, lifting the champion trophy, what is the first feeling in your heart, and what do you want to say to everyone?
It feels good. Me and Nate became first time 2 Ascension winners, first in the world, so it feels really great. Happy that we get what we deserve, because we were working so hard this recent times. This month was really hardest months in our lives as esports players. So guys, thank you very much for support. Thank you very much for attending the tournament, cheering for us. It's really important for us. So thanks everybody.
对，首先一定是非常高兴的，第2次拿下了晋升赛的冠军。那他同时也想跟大家说，他觉得他们非常值得拿下这一次的冠军，因为在这1个月以来，他们付出了非常多的努力，对他们来说也是非常忙碌、非常艰辛的1个月。那对于所有观众来说，最后也是很感谢你们的支持，尤其来到现场为他们欢呼、为他们加油，这对他们来说都非常非常重要。再一次感谢观众的支持。大家能不能也再给一些掌声和欢呼声？
Wait, he changed his name? He went so bad that he changed his name? Holy.
Thank you, Wakashu. 接下来你也是
Honestly, full reset?
那2023年晋升赛的时候，当时就是通
The
过
full reset of changing your name? I don't mind it.
那2年之后又是同样的剧情，但不同的是你们这2年的经历。相比于2023年，你觉得那个时候的自己年龄是什么样的？
And do you like still? Did you still remember like how you guys were at Ascension in 2023?
He's been Yokan before he changed it back. Oh, okay.
He's like, honestly, like we've like experienced so much. Everything feels like kind of like flat, kind of bland now.
It worked for Baby J. Did work for Baby J. That's true, man. He was a Yokan, he changed it back Patrick Hu and then changed back. Yeah, I respect that.
And anything do you want to say to your teammates?
然后我想跟他们一起走进世界的舞台，
想和他们一起。
And he's like, we're a very strong team, and I want to like go to international stages with you guys.
我们也在这一段时间里看到了你们每一次的。
Yeah, and they probably will.
期待你们明年更好的成绩。
They're a good team.
再一次感谢。
I feel bad for Rare Atom, man.
接下来也用
Like Rare Atom trying to come through tier 2 and they face a team that's top 4 in China anyway.
Now it's time for the announcement of the tournament MVP.
Spirit, right?
那个也在喊。那好，那我们看一下大屏幕，我们本次的赛事 MVP， 赛事 MVP。
Yeah, I think that was an easy one though. I only watched 2 games and I kind of got that vibe pretty easy.
我不知道，我想说的东西有很多，我不知道我走到这里经历了多少东西。
You guys hear so much to say, he doesn't want to say.
冠军只是我们的开始 ，VCTC 呢？
And then that's just a start.
是的 ，VCTC 我们回来了，我们也欢迎你们回家。那这次夺冠之旅，我想对于你来说也一定是有着最特别意义的。有没有什么话，自己特别想要致敬的人，或者说自己特别想要感谢的人，此时此刻想要跟大家分享的？
Anyone you want to thank in particular?
绝对说不完。我觉得在一路上帮助我的每一个人，我都现在的我非常的感谢，不管是队友、教练组、家人
Like everyone that's helped me on this journey. Like the players, the coaches, everyone, the audience.
现在的我。
是的，是大家一起成就。
Without all you, there wouldn't be me today.
包括刚才在喊这个赛事 MVP 的时候，你可以一直在旁边大喊你的名字。看来他对你也是一直都很支持。平常
Top 5 aimer. His aim's very nice, man.
And because yelling your name like, just now, or like what's your relationship?
是的，看到夺
He's
冠
like
之
we're
后
all just like very good
紧紧地拥
friends.
抱在了一起。最后还有什么小？
Gonna watch EMEA games, not today, maybe tomorrow.
Anything else you want to say to the audience?
At the very least, the semi-finals.
这样支持我们，十分感谢，谢谢你们，谢谢你们。
Should see
Like, I
ULF.
really thank everyone that's like come to see us at the arenas.
I've seen like 4 rounds of those guys. They just out duel everyone. They out duel everyone, but also they actually have like nice stuff. Like their defense makes a lot of sense. They look pretty switched on. They look good, man.
That's for interview.
I've never heard of their players before though, but they're all crazy aimers. Okay, we are done, chat. We are done. I think later today, I think Sideshow's watching the EMEA stuff. You want to watch the EMEA Ascension, and then I think
they said it themselves. The DRG is back, and I relate, and I'm sure I can speak.
I think we have a couple of people that are doing the Americas stuff as well. You can watch that as well. Chat, we're gonna raid. I know they're probably gonna be ending soon, but we're gonna raid Project Horizon. Again, this is the English broadcast. Right, the English broadcast every single time they have casters, and it's like, again, it's just grassroots, good way to, if you want to be a caster, you want to kind of have some route in, you have no route in, like these are the guys to contact. They cast all the Chinese games in English, so like a very good way for people who want to become casters to have a chance to do it. So make sure when we raid them, make sure you follow them, support this stuff. Like this is the only way this stuff, like this is hard to find in esports, man. Like grassroots kind of easy way in. So follow them, support them. When the Chinese games are on, watch them. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks so much, guys. I might be live tomorrow for the EMEA stuff. Okay, I might be live tomorrow, but I also might not. We'll have to wait and see. All right, peace, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you follow them. Okay, bye, everyone. Where is my raid button? My raid button's gone, dudes. We gotta wait 10 more seconds. It's gonna be an awkward 10 seconds after I said my bye spiel. Yeah, just remember to follow them, guys. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, everyone. YouTube chat, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you all being here. I will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe a couple of days after. Thank you, everyone. Subscribe as well, follow. It will help me out, and I appreciate you all being here. Bye, everyone.